Whoa. Whoa, man. Whoa. That's a double rainbow. Whoa. Let me see what's going on here. Something's fucked up with this camera. Not really sure what it could be. There we go. Something got mucked up on my camera. You gotta love the... I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was fucking odd. Alright, let me see if this is working. Check, 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 check. That's working. Let me get this working. That's working. Wow, that was bizarre. What the fuck's wrong with my fucking camera? Jesus. It's fucking weird. It's like I almost think I should clean it up a bit. This camera fucking let's do it like this. Clean it all off there. And a little dry clean. There we go. Oh, fuck. That's the most I cleaned all week. Hey, how are you, everybody? Well, that was weird. Oh, wait. Let me put a bunch of L's in the chat so I can go along with the children. L. There you go. Look at all those L's. I love that we're all spreading love in my chat. All you need is love. I hate this introducing the new notes tab that StreamYard did to me today. I don't need this fucking thing here. I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to get it off, Edith. How do I get this fucking thing off? I don't want it. Fucking get rid of it. I don't want it. Fuck. It's just fucking... I hate when these companies do this to just add something that you don't want and you can't get rid of it. Who are these people? Fucking hell. I don't want it. YouTube terms of service. I can't even get rid of it. Just for you, all you people at home, there's this like purple strip going across the top of the screen of StreamYard. And I don't want it there. Announcement, introducing the notes tab. I don't want the fucking notes tab. How do I get rid of this fucking thing? Layouts, fucking hotkeys, camera, visual effects. Fuck me, man. What is this thing here? I don't want to leave studio. Fuck it. Fucking notes tab. I don't fucking know. I'll have to figure out if I can get it taken off here.
Welcome to Dabbleverse Live. I'm your host, Karl. With me as always is Blind Mike. Today, we'll be discussing Howard Stern's layoffs, Chad Zumach's GoFundMe update, Hughezy's alien guest, the final boss raging at Shuli over nothing, Steel Toe going full gay ops against the lovable Moody, Brian Landon getting into it with Quadfather about who has the worst show in the Dabbleverse, Keanu Thompson waiting for an apology from me, Comedy Shaman trying to be hopeful when he's obviously hopeless, Woke Dad being the proudest dad he could possibly be, and much more. Mike, good to see you, my friend.
And you, pal. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. These Thursday afternoons, we get together and talk about the Dabbleverse. And we always start with a little thing that I like to call banter.
Banter World Order. BWO.
I have a fun little anecdote. Of course, you know about the big announcement with Tom Segura and Christina P. this week.
Yeah, it breaks your heart.
Yes, they are, after being together for 20 years, being married for 12 or something like that.
18, I thought.
Okay. Married for 18 years.
Maybe they've been together for 18 years, but something like that.
Something like that. They are getting separated. And I went on with my buddy Drew Lane on the Drew Lane Show on Tuesday. And we talked about this. We played clips from Podcast Cringe, who found a lot of clips that were interesting of Your Mom's House, where neither of them were together and they always had different people with them. Mm-hmm. And we're playing these clips and talking about Tom Segura and Your Mom's House and this deal with Fox Entertainment and how Christina's not in the press release and all this stuff. And Dave Landau's on the show. My buddy Dave. Dave's very quiet during all of this. Doesn't have a lot to say.
That's funny. I was listening to an interesting episode with Dave Landau this week.
Yeah. So what happens the next day is that Christina P's latest episode drops and it's Dave Landau as the guest. So they had recorded that weeks prior.
Right. I based on context, I could tell.
Yep. Dave knew all about all of this and couldn't talk about it at all. We put him in a tough spot there.
Was that this Tuesday, or you're saying it was last Tuesday?
I'm telling you, it was this Tuesday. It was 2 days ago.
It must have been like as the news drew. I think maybe Tuesday night or something is when that TMZ thing came out. So like an hour later, maybe Dave could have talked about it.
Right. Yeah. How funny is that? What are the chances?
Yeah.
That we put poor Dave in that situation? I feel like Dave gets put in that situation a lot by yours truly. I'm like, hey, you know about this person? He's like, I'm friends with that guy, but sure. What do you got?
Dave, based on Dave Landau's working environments, it seems like he's been in a lot of uncomfortable positions. So
this is true.
He's used to it. I
think he is, and it was funny. It's not like it was obvious he didn't want to talk about it, but there was
quiet.
Yeah, it was definitely like, wow, Dave's always got a quip for everything, and all of a sudden, he's got nothing to say about this. What are your thoughts on Tom Segura and Christina?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do a thing on it on Sunday, but like, I don't. Like Podcast Cringe, for example, a lot of these channels take like glee in it. They're like excited, which it's like, I don't know. 18 years they were together. You know, it seemed like they were close, and it seems like it's amicable. The fact that they can't be in the same studio now probably means not entirely amicable, but I imagine it's raw. It's new. I mean, like Segura changed a lot, and evidently not just to the fans. You know, like I think he is a guy who's going through some kind of a midlife crisis. There were clips. I don't know if it's one of the ones you played, but it was when Jimmy Carr was in, and Christina tried to do an inside joke. Oh, it might have been the Too Lazy to Try clip, where Christina P tries to do like an inside joke that they've done for years. I used to listen to Your Mom's House all the time, like when I started listening to podcasts. I haven't in a long time, so I don't know how often they make this joke now. But they made some little inside joke, or Christina did, and like looked to Tom to be like, you know what I'm talking about, my man. And he just goes, Jimmy, I'm sorry. It's so embarrassing that you do that in front of our guests.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like a scene in a romantic comedy where the nerd high school girl is around the guy she's been dating and his cool friends, and he just puts her down.
Right. It's like Grease, where it's like Sandy's just like, oh, hey, what's up? He's like, oh. So that's like, hilarious.
You know, and people make fun of Christina too. She can be mockable for sure, but she also seems like more of a real human being than Tom lately. So
yeah,
you know, I think she's going to win the divorce probably.
Oh, people have been ragging on Tom Segura for feeling like he's hot for a while now.
Right.
And so yeah, I think that's what happened here is that Tom got too hot for her. And the clip that we were playing on Drew's show that was wild is from 2023. Bad Friends episode with Bert Kreischer, where Bert's going, I called Joe Rogan the other day to tell him I'm pretty sure Tom Segura is having an affair. He was in Europe for 40 days just doing 10 shows.
That Line Meows channel was breaking it down. And he's kidding.
Well, is he though? Because he's like, this is a real conversation I had with Joe Rogan.
He wouldn't go on a podcast and say Tom's cheating on his wife. He said, "Oh, Tom's not showing up to this movie." And he goes, and my mind went to I started having all these crazy thoughts, and I said to Rogan, "I think he's cheating on his wife." He's saying that's how crazy my mind went. He's not reporting news that Tom is cheating on. Now, maybe Tom did cheat on his wife. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is, in that moment, Bert wasn't reporting on it.
Interesting. I picked up on it very differently, but I have a lot less respect for Bert than you do. Apparently, I don't think that Bert's nuanced enough.
Well, I respect a lot of people that don't always reciprocate. So who knows?
Okay. Very good. All right, let's get into some information. Well, you know what? Before we get into that, I want to thank Labyrinth Mystic, who just came in here and gifted 5. Who are these podcast memberships? Thank you very much for that, sir. If you got gifted a membership, we do 2 bonus shows every single month on this channel. And we also do our Saturday shows. They're behind the paywall. You can watch those. Those are available to our members. I think I'm going to do a bonus show on Sunday. We're going to try to work out a Living in the Past with Stuttering John episode before the World Cup final. That's my goal.
Interesting. Very
That's
nice.
my goal, at least. Who do you like, Argentina, Spain? What are you rooting for?
Well, I certainly know both were in it. So I'm going to go with Argentina.
Well, that's where a lot of my family moved to in the 40s. So I'm with you on that. Duke of Overslaw. Karl is Jern Schnein. Blind Mike rules.
Thank you, buddy.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Sarcastic Weedhead. By the way, you can go to supertip.gg/WATP if you feel like it and participate in the show like Sarcastic Weedhead is over here.
Mm-hmm. Mike, I heard you was a real one and don't see color. I respect that, you. Much love, one.
Black producer Chris is a fan of yours.
That's funny.
Jokey the Jackman.
Tom gets to give half his fortune to some old lady and the other half to several young ladies living the dream.
That's what they say about divorce. So you know why it's expensive. It's worth it.
I'm curious how that podcast is going to work. I assume it's just going to be they'll alternate weeks they're on, which seems like an odd way to do it, but that's how
we were speculating that maybe Christina P gets bought out.
Maybe.
Because she wasn't brought up at all in that press release with Fox Entertainment. I
will say that might be one thing she has a tough time giving up.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's her thing. That was as much. It wasn't like, oh, Segura brought his wife on a podcast. That was as much hers, if not more so hers than his.
Yep, so, that's true. I mean, the listeners are called mommies.
Right.
It's not really a masculine show.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good question. I think even if she started up a different show, she'd have a following that would carry over, right?
For sure. Yeah, but that's already so established. And yeah, people would definitely follow her. And I think some people would follow her just out of a fuck you to Tom. But, like that, it's already so built. They have like 2 million subs on YouTube or something. It's so built up already. I think it would be tough for her to walk away and just try to start something else.
Well, it's also on the decline, though. I agree with what you're saying, but they have bled viewership. So
yeah.
A reboot might do well for her.
That's fair. Yeah, it's definitely not what it was. So maybe that would be a good thing.
Shit Show, remember for 12 months, says the Tom Segura and CP situation is rough, huh? I thought Tom loved CP. Mike and Karl both love CP. They said CP will win the divorce. All right. I mean, those are her initials.
Well, technically accurate, I guess.
I mean, come on. What are we doing here, Shit Show? So let's get into the first topic of conversation. And it's one that everyone's talking about this week, aside from Christina P. and Tom Segura's split. Howard Stern laying off 12 people from the staff, and Anthony Cumia weighing in on that on his show.
So this time around, the speculation with insiders was that he took a really big reduction in his contract. And because of that, industry insiders were saying, well, he's not going to, this is how he's going to rationalize it and how he's going to make it like he didn't take a big hit on his payday. He's just not going to work as much. If you work 2 days a week and you make $100 for those 2 days, and then they tell you they're only paying you $50 now a week, and then you go, well, I'm working 1 day. Now it doesn't seem like you took a hit. It's kind of the same, only you're working less. Little math.
So I've been saying this for a while. Like when Howard re-signed, everyone's going, "Wow, another $500,000 contract, or $100,000 a year, or whatever." He's definitely taking less and less money every contract that he signs.
500 million, I assume.
It's 500 million. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say 500,000 would be quite a story.
Right.
You went down
That's
to
a good
that.
point. That's a good point.
But yeah, there's no. I mean, I remember people saying this at the time. Probably Opie and Anthony when he first signed the $500 million deal. And I've heard people say this with Alex Cooper and Smartless and shit. It's not really the number that they report. Agents pump it up and all of that. So it was probably never what it was reported necessarily, but he was obviously making a killing. Sirius obviously values that to some degree. I think it's amazing that they keep renewing his contract at all, because everyone tells me, and they say this with like different entities over the year, the Tonight Show and things like that. We're always like, well, it's valuable to the network. And I just don't have enough of a mind to understand why Howard is worth any millions to the network. If you want Howard Stern content, go on YouTube. It's there. Like I don't get why that's worth so much money. I understand they do a pretty good job at like getting a lot of this stuff off of it.
No, I mean new content. If you want to hear what he's doing now, you can't hear that.
Who wants that?
Okay, so
that can't be what they're paying him for.
Okay, so here's the deal. They have exclusive rights to Howard Stern. They have, with Smartless and with Alex Cooper and with Stephen A. Smith and all these people, they have contracts with them, but those people, you can see them everywhere and anywhere.
Right.
Howard Stern is unique to them because it's like, if you want new Howard Stern episodes, you have to come to SiriusXM. Now, is anyone signing up for Sirius because of Howard Stern? No. Is anyone listening to him? No. But this is what they use in their sales pitch to make sure that they're still getting built into cars. Like they still need that satellite antenna.
That's what I mean. Where I'm you're right, but that's what I mean. Where I'm saying I have no mind for that, because I cannot equate where it's worth any hundreds of millions or any tens of millions. I don't get why that is worth, and how salespeople can be so dumb that they're like, "Oh, good, Howard Stern's still with the company."
No, you're right. And also the idea that they laid off 12 people, which means there's still dozens of people on the staff. I think that the layoffs are not a big deal. I mean, we knew that it was bloated for a long time here, and names have come out. Richard, Sale, Benji. I don't know if any of that's true. I haven't seen evidence that's true. I don't know. But I think the bigger news is not the layoffs. It's the 1 day a week. How do you make that work as a morning show? Who is possibly like tuning in like, oh, good, Howard's on this day this week?
Right. And
it's over.
I'm guessing executives have logicked people into like, well, that's what every podcast, that's what Theo Vaughn does. That's what this person or that person. Yes. But like, that's not what a morning show is.
Right. Dabbleverse Live is 1 day a week, but we don't pretend to be like your morning drive show.
I would think for Howard, like sometimes exclusivity is not the best thing. Like Spotify learned that with Rogan, where they signed Rogan to this exclusive deal, and they said, you know what, we're missing out on millions of views on YouTube, and I'm sure hundreds of thousands of downloads on Apple or whatever the fuck. It didn't convert people to Spotify the way they wanted to. They said, why miss out on this ad revenue? Let's put them back on all platforms. If Howard's going to do it once a week, why not make it a podcast that has fucking advertising? He gets an interesting guest once a week, and then people can kind of say, hey, Howard's a good interview. Whether you agree with that or not, people would listen to Howard interview whoever the fuck, whatever, Chapel Roan. Like, there are people that would listen to that. Howard's enough of a name. It would do as well as, I don't know, fucking Obama and Springsteen's podcast. Or
it would do better than that, but I know what you mean. Right. It's
the other horse that they sign celebrities do. Like Howard would be better than that still, even just interviewing people. So I don't know why they don't do that if they're going to do it once a week.
You're 100% right. That would be the way to go. And I will say, I mentioned this to Jim Norton. When he was on WATP years ago. He was still on the Jim and Sam show. And he goes, yeah, they finally are letting us put out a podcast.
Yeah.
We've been asking management for years, or finally let us put out a podcast. I said, that's great. You'll have way more listeners now. And I don't know if I was insulting it when I said that, but I was thinking the exact same thing. It's like, you're missing out. Let's say there's 30 million subscribers on SiriusXM.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's 90 million people who listen to podcasts. So, you're going to get a third at best.
Yeah. It's just not the way the world works anymore. Right. And, if there are if they did something where like Howard was once a week free, and they did exclusive episodes. I don't think anyone will give a fuck about that anymore. But like back in the day, do you understand how many people would have subscribed to that? But there needs to be some element of like, hey, here's what you're missing. Because now all that we know that we're missing, maybe Howard's great. The only way I can listen to him is on WATP when I'm like, this is horse shit.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad.
The only people that talk about Howard now are making fun of him. So there's no element of like, oh man, Howard, like the clips they put out are edited.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't even believe that those are real anymore. So I don't know. I don't know how it's worth any dollars to Sirius.
I know. Howard's the hardest show to clip too. I love pulling Howard clips to see how far he's fallen, but I have to sit and listen for 2 hours to get 3 clips that are interesting to listen to. It's brutal.
There have been times, and the reason, like, I don't play it on my show just because I feel guilty being like, hey, can you send me all the same clips you played? But there have been times I've listened to you talk about Howard where I'm like, this should be national news. How bad,
right?
How bad this is.
Like the fake callers that call in, they're like, Howard, I love you so much. Your show's never been better. Like, who the fuck is this person?
It should be the story everyone's talking about this week. The clips that you're playing of him.
Ask for clips anytime, and I will send them your way. I agree with you.
My point is like everyone should be talking about.
I agree.
For you. So that's what he's doing. He didn't like that they cut him financially, and he made a deal saying, I'll come back, but here's what I'm doing. So he fired a shitload, dozens of staffers over at his show at Sirius.
No, just a dozen. He put an S at the end there. It's just a dozen staffers.
Some satellite radio. He fired a bunch of staffers because he's preparing to drop his show down to 1 new show a week. 1 new show a week. He'll be on.
I have 2 thoughts there.
Yeah.
One, it's kind of amazing. Can you imagine? I guess a bunch of things, a bunch of thoughts I have just from that sentence. A, when you were listening to Stern back in the day, if you were like, they fired 12 staff members, and if you kind of thought like, I probably won't know any of them. Yep. You know, like the reality is we probably don't know any of these people. And
right.
That's really insane. Also, the idea that they won't talk about it, most likely.
Oh, yeah, this will not be brought up.
It's not going to come up. And then thirdly, the fact that they've laid off 12 people and there's still what? I'm told 70 people left or something.
Right.
Like, there's still dozens of people. And I can't imagine what they're going to be doing for 1 show a week.
Well, how about this, Mike? The fact that these people showed up to work and they had a Zoom meeting and they told them they were laid off. What the fuck are they doing at work? Howard's off for 2 months in the summertime. But what are they doing? Because I've said in the past, like he better come back in September with tons of bits and pre-recorded, like all sorts of crazy shit. And he shows up and has nothing.
And what are they doing at work when the host never goes in?
Right.
Why do they need to be in that studio at all?
Mm-hmm. No, none of it makes sense.
On whatever day that might be during the week. And every other day will be a taped program of previous stuff from his archives. 1 day a week.
And here's something I was actually messaging with the great Eric Nagel, everybody. Drop! Why the fuck does he still have 2 channels on there, too? Do we really need Howard 100 and Howard 101? There's no news team anymore. The regular show is all just reruns. You know, the regular channel is all reruns. So why do we need a second channel with reruns?
Yeah, they don't even have, like, you know, the equivalent of Bubba the Love Sponge or any of those shows anymore, right?
Right. It's not like Pharrell is doing sports at nighttime. So what the fuck's the point?
That's what I mean. None of it such a mystery. None of it makes any fucking sense.
All right, let's move on from that. Enough about Howard Stern. Let's talk about someone who's super relevant, and that is my buddy Aaron Imholt from the Steel Toe Morning Show. Of course, Aaron has been talking about me a lot this week because I texted him. I've been listening to what a pussy I am. I sent Aaron a text saying, hey, can I come on your show? And he went, gotcha, bitch.
You're not reading it in the right tone, though. I'm guessing. I didn't hear Aaron say this, but I'm guessing it was, hey, Aaron, can I come on your show?
Come on, let me come on your show, Aaron. I'm sick of you winning.
The amount of people he brings to tears is staggering.
I know. It's crazy. He said, he goes, Karl was smile talking with Chad Zubak, and he said, oh, Aaron won't have me on his show. I was like, well, hold on a second. Am I smile talking or am I crying my eyes out? I can't figure out what I'm doing here. Anyway, let's see what this idiot's talking about.
Chevy fan says he shits on Moody. It's awesome. I would fuck you over. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I watched that clip. Somebody made a clip of that. I don't even think it was the real Moody. And also, Moody is such a bottom-feeding dork who thinks he's important because he does nerd shit for a bunch of mentally ill people. Like he's a little gopher, doesn't have any friends, so he only has internet friends, and he tries to impress them by doing tricks for them. He's basically
Aaron doesn't even have internet friends. This guy's such a fucking loser. He has no friends at all. His friends were teenagers at a boxing gym that he was pushed out of.
That is, I'm not going to let Johnny Crutches and Oz be disrespected like this. That's very unkind.
He's basically a stunt monkey for a bunch of retards. So I don't know. If Mersh dunked on him, good for Mersh.
Okay.
What does that even mean? If Mersh dunked for him, good for Mersh. If he did something good for him, you don't know what it was. You don't know if he said it. You don't think the Moody in the chat was real. And then you end it with, but good for him.
Yeah. Aaron is constantly being told information that's incorrect. It happened again with me this week. It was like, oh, Karl responded to your thing, and I hadn't. And he's just like, what a pussy. What a bitch. I can't believe I got him again. It's like he doesn't do any research. He doesn't fact check anything. He just goes off of whatever people are trying to spin him up to talk about.
Right.
All right, so this is where he gets into the meat of things.
Poorly. And I think Moody's just he's running out of ways to try and own, and it's not working out. So his new one is pearl clutching. He's going to debase himself and look like a f***ing homo in order to try to I'm going to take the moral high ground on Steel Toe and call him a racist. We know we're f***ing racists over here. Look at my chat. That's what my chat was saying there.
Hear that, Moody? You dickhead.
I mean, it's insane. Everything's a win for this fucking guy.
We know we're racist. Now, I've been talking to a bunch of radio stations about trying to get back on.
He's taking screenshots of the chat and posting them online. Imagine being such a fucking cucked bitch, and that's coming from me, that you're like, look at their racism. Guys, whatever you do, do not be racist in the chat today. By the way, I'm seeing a lot of racism in the chat right now, guys. And not Lemmy. No, Lemmy's got balls. Moody is not going to like it.
I like that he's like, hey, Moody's a real cuck, and that's coming from me, which is saying what Aaron is saying there. If I can translate, I talk a little toe. Mm-hmm. Aaron's saying, hey, this Moody guy's a cuck, and I know cucks. I've licked Nick Rekieta's cum off of my wife's breasts.
I gave my much younger, much more attractive wife over to another man and let him have his way with her.
I showed you, Moody.
Yes. So, Mike, I have a question for you. Yeah. Are you one of these nerds who doesn't think racism is hilarious?
I guess I would fit in that category.
That's very shameful, man.
Just on its own, yeah, I suppose.
I mean, if you're not getting down with the white power hour, then what kind of lame cuck are you?
I find some racism funny. Like, I didn't like Tony Hinchcliffe's special, I guess, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, no, nobody did.
Racism for racism's sake? Not really, no.
No, it's not great. And Aaron's not like a clever racist.
Yeah.
It's pretty hack, his racism, but...
Say the N-word. Get Johnny to say the N-word.
Dude, he's been dropping hard RN bombs nonstop. He's so happy with his little Rumble community that he's built over there. It's good stuff.
And he's trying. So he's just not trying to get back on radio.
Well, he said recently he's not trying to get on the radio anymore.
Okay, all right. Oh, good for him.
April Hayhurst in the chat.
What's that, Mike?
That's just a big step for him. I'm happy.
Yeah, he finally realized there's no money to be made in radio in 2026. He finally figured that out.
I'm not trying to get on the radio anymore. I'll drop the N-word.
Yep.
It's the next logical step in my career.
He's got a bright future, this one.
That says Aaron's racism is what attracted me to him. Moody volunteers at a boys' shelter in New Zealand. Whoa! Could you get me the name of the shelter that he volunteers at? I definitely think they should know about his predilection for supporting AI child.
So this is where Aaron loses me, okay? Yeah. So Aaron goes, this guy Moody makes fun of me and I don't like it. And so I call him names and I say he's a loser and a bottom feeder. Blah, whatever, who cares? We're all on the internet. We can all do that.
Yeah.
But then he finds out that Moody's involved in a charity and he goes, oh, we should get him in trouble in real life with the charity that he volunteers for. That's gay ops, Aaron. You know that, right?
It's a lot of these guys misunderstand. I find the line to be very clear of what's
right
with the stuff and what isn't. And
Me too.
A lot of these retards misunderstand it, where they'll look at Moody and be like, "Oh, Moody, looks at court documents and contacts, fact checks with whatever the boxing thing is that he always talks about, like fact checks with them to see if I'm actually reinstated." And it's like, yeah, that's above and beyond. It's a more legwork than a lot of people do. And it gives you the freedom to be like, oh, this guy's fucking obsessed with me, huh? But it's not equivalent to trying to ruin their life, trying to ruin real relationships with people, contacting people in their life, contacting their jobs or people they do some kind of charity work with or something. Like, that seems pretty obvious to me. But Aaron is such a shithead that he whines and cries and goes to the law and says, these guys are harassing me. Or as he would say, these guys are harassing me.
Yes, exactly.
And then immediately, like, if he has the opportunity, and it's always, with a lot of these guys, it's never them doing work. Like, Moody will find, look up court documents and all that stuff. It's always just someone in the chat sent him information. And he's like, well, I'll run with that. I'll try and ruin his life with it. And if it works, terrific. And then I'll never think about it again. He's a shithead. This is what he did in radio. It's what he's done to Melton and all these guys. And he's genuinely, he seems like kind of a bad guy. With a lot of people, I try to be like, like we make fun of him, but I'm sure they're all right in real life. Like, Aaron seems like a bag of shit.
It's the characteristics of a lol cow. That's how you know the difference between someone who should be made fun of and someone who's just trying to get by and just doing what they can to get by. Like, Aaron's got a guy who has to lash out and try to ruin people because he doesn't like getting made fun of. He needs to get the law involved. Like you said, he needs to take out HROs. He doesn't like being made fun of.
I mean that. Get me the boys' shelter. Because he's a pig and he's like said horrible shit about young girls and, talking about cup holders and shit like that.
You're thinking of Patrick Melton, you retard. Talking about cup holders and shit like that. Aaron, what do you think this is? I think that Aaron's so far gone now, he doesn't even realize what the original thread was with the cup holders thing. It was a fucking throwaway line. It was nothing. And Aaron's just like, that means that he molests children. You're like, no, it doesn't mean anything, you idiot. Fucking retard.
And what are you going to, so you're going to call and say he's done vile stuff? Like, just with just a random person is calling this place with no facts, like nothing involved, and they're going to go, all right, Aaron, thanks. We'll report him to the authorities.
Well, dude, let's not forget, Aaron's the guy who went to the courts and filled out a restraining order application and put links into third-party videos that cut up out of context clips of Patrick to prove that he's going to assault his daughter. Like none of these things connect. It doesn't even make any fucking sense at all. You have this propaganda that was created by this one channel. It's like, well, this is proof that my 11-year-old daughter is not safe. Like, okay.
And just the intention, like, Aaron, slow down and say out loud what you're doing. Like, you call all these other people gay or whatever, just take a breath and say, like, yeah, these guys make fun of me relentlessly. They make fun of me all the time. So I'm calling people in their lives and saying they're pedophiles. And
Moody makes fun of him.
Even to you,
Moody makes fun of him once a week. We do a show once a week.
But I'm saying, even at its most egregious, it's all the time. He makes fun of him nonstop. That's all it is.
Get me the name of the boys. Those boys are not safe. No, really. I can't.
I think that all of a sudden he's concerned about children. Those boys are not safe. This is the same guy who brought his 3 children to a drug den every other weekend so that he could fuck his friend's wife and do. I know he wasn't a big coke guy, but he did like Molly. He was into the Molly. He was doing that. This fucking idiot is just like, I'm worried about those kids in New Zealand. Are you? Worry about your kids that you can't spend $40 more per month so they can eat and have clothing.
Okay, but now if you're trying to ruin Aaron's credibility, I'll be the people at the shelter, and you're saying, "Hey, the guy that called Moody a pedophile, he's incredible. He neglected his kids and brought him to a drug den a bunch." And I'll say, "As much as Nick Rekieta?" And you'll have to go, "No, not as much as Nick."
Well, hold on. I have an answer for that. Nick didn't transport his children to a drug den. They just happened to live there.
All right, 6 of 1.
Oh, that he does that and not do anything. I would like that would be on my conscience. He's a problem.
That would be on my conscience. Stop it, Aaron. This is so gay. The fact that he's pretending, he's just like, guys, I'm not even trying to fuck with Moody. I'm just worried about these children right now. This is just, it's on my conscience if I don't do something. Shut up.
Falsely reporting child abuse would not weigh on his conscience. But Moody working for charity, that's just too much to stomach.
Everyone can see through this, Aaron. You're not fooling anyone. He thinks everyone's stupid.
Well, the people he's fueling are just the shitheads that I guess he wants as his audience.
Yep.
Like
that is his audience.
People that would like go after Moody's life or whatever.
Dumb shitheads is his audience. We've seen his live shows. We know what happens there. Yes.
Right, like just people that want to fuck with other people, and Aaron's like, yes, that's what I want in an audience.
Yep.
And guys like him, dorks like him, nerds like him, they hide very well, and one day I've seen it too many times. So email me that, and then we'll get the clips of him cheering on AI child, or as he called it, ethical child, which is disgusting. We got to get that to them.
Cheering on. I mean, just the words he uses are just wildly incorrect. Find a clip of Moody cheering on AI child pornography. What the fuck are you talking about?
You can't, because I have to imagine the channel's been taken down, right?
Could you imagine? He's just holding onto like one of those little banners that's like on a stick that just says AI child pornography, go, go, go. Just cheering it on.
It was my girlfriend's reaction when I was like, baby, get in here. What's Moody cheering on the screen? I can't tell what this is. Jaw dropped. She had no words.
You're not going to believe this, Mike. I don't think you can be friends with this man anymore.
So they know how he feels and what he's involved in, because that can't be around kids.
Okay. He's so concerned. It has nothing to do with your vendetta and your butthurt agenda. It has everything to do with the fact you're just worried about these poor children. Yeah. Okay. Everyone believes you. All right, Mike, tomorrow on This Little Piggy, we'll be covering more of this. I have Adam Bush and Eric Nagel joining me on there.
Whoa.
So Aaron, as I mentioned earlier, I asked Aaron if I can come on his show. Aaron thinks that that's a pussy move for me to ask if I can go on his show to tell him that he's lying to his audience and point out all the lies that he's been saying. He tried to gaslight Oz this morning. So Oz is on Thursday mornings. And he goes, Oz, there's this guy who does a show making fun of me. Listen to this. He wants to come on the show and debate me. And Oz goes, great, we should have him on. And there's like, oh, no, hold on. Oz, no. Let me explain what's going on here. We think that's a dumb idea. What a loser this guy is. I was like, oh, right. Yeah, that would be dumb.
Oh, I thought it was a guy you wanted to argue with and prove
right. It's fucking hilarious, because you would think like that'd be the move. Like, oh, this guy wants to talk shit? Like, yeah, have him on. You talk about him all the time. Get him on the show. And he has to explain to Oz immediately. No. That's...
Yeah, I've heard that lately, and I will say, of all your horrible, monstrous qualities, your preparation and ambition, your drive, they're not among the worst. People are like, this guy, he's got notes for his show, and he's trying to get on other shows to hash out conflicts that have run many years and been storylines. You believe this fucking guy? It's like, yeah, no, he's putting effort into his own program.
Aaron called it pathetic that I had notes and was prepared to have a conversation with Chad Zubak. I'm sorry, how would you have done it, Aaron? I apologize. What should I have done?
That would get, if Aaron, I would argue, maybe this is a little delusional, but I think even if mocked and made a fool of, if Aaron had that level of like drive to get on all the shows that made fun of him, he'd come out with more fans than he went in with.
Correct.
Because like all the people that like think he's an asshole are still going to think that, but there might be a few people that are like, I thought Aaron got one over on Carl there, or Melton, or he made some good points.
It's hard and scary. It's hard and scary when you're lying about people to then face them. It's why Kevin Brennan won't have me on his show. It's why Aaron won't have me on his show. I am open to go on anybody's show because I'm not here lying about people. We'll play Keanu's clip coming up. Don't worry. Mike put that in the prep.
I sure did. I want you to address this. Why are you lying?
Don't you worry about that. But before we get into all of that fanciness, let's talk about
Yay, super chats.
supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go.
I apologize. I know nothing. I'm practically retarded. I was wrong. Karl or Mike would be great on Story Wars. Get it done, Luis J. Gomez.
Thank you, Tukey.
Thanks.
It's about time. Venom Tony 15.
Every time I have go out with the skirt, it's always a blind date. Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces.
Hey, Karl. Serious question. What shoe size are you? I saw this cool Bart Simpson Nike skateboarding shoes you might like. I'm going to try and send them one day to your P.O. box. Very good. A 9.5. That'd be great.
I'll tell you.
Speaking of
bits and always wins me over when they add that at the end.
Speaking of bits and pieces, if you haven't seen WATP from yesterday yet, we covered, someone sent me in the mail, Artie Fletcher Live No Shame DVD. I have Artie Fletcher's stand-up special from 2012.
Really?
We started covering that, and it's fantastic. I have to get you on, Mike, to cover that, I think.
Exist. Yeah, I'd love to.
I had no idea it existed. It's fantastic.
Interesting.
Ricky Bev.
I am proud to announce my show is merging with Censored TV, and Gavin McInnes will be reaching out to my staff to discuss their futures.
That's the way to do it right there. Get Kevin in there. Just lay everyone off. And what do you say that you do here, Garrett?
The Gino and Baba Booey show.
Racism is funny. Aaron's chat is low IQ racism, says AO1012. Racism can be funny when done correctly.
For sure. Yeah, of course.
Aaron's never done it correctly. AO1012 again.
Keep failing against me like you have so many times, Karl. You had that interview with a guy from prison and so many other things. Please do your Cope show. I need you in my life, nerd.
I know.
I'll actually amend that from a second ago. Like, racial jokes and stereotypes can be funny. Just saying the N-word, like, just
never funny.
Isn't funny,
right?
on the surface.
Carlos Mencia saying "beaner" has never made me laugh.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
AO1012. Aaron is the embodiment of a nerd and dork. By the way, I know. I've seen his show. I get it. Umbra Heist. Gifted one Who Are These Podcast memberships. Thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it, sir. Dang Lizard. Don't see Dang Lizard in these parts all that often. Good to see you, my friend. How much did the puppet hurt you, Mike?
Oh, no, I'm over. I probably overreacted. But yes, Tukey was, I learned how much Tukey doesn't respect me the other day. It was very hurtful.
Yeah, I got a note from someone when I posted this on our Patreon. Like, you're going to be addressing the falling out between Mike and Tukey.
We'll do a show on Monday. And I have such little confidence that my reflex is always like, oh, I guess they're right. But they were just wrong. So we'll talk about it on Monday. Yeah. But I curled up because I was genuinely surprised by how little Tukey respects me. But we'll talk about it, and hopefully I have a little more confidence to make my points on Monday's show.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I think it'll be all great. Dang Lizard again says Moody, Karl, and Melton are evil and like to eat poop. Wait, Melton and Moody are eating poop now too?
Well, that's a different. I don't know anything about that. That's a different argument.
Ralph Nazi coming in.
I've never had dental insurance, if you want to know the truth.
It's a good joke. I should have added the bits and pieces to the end of that. If you want to know the tooth.
I like that.
Remember when Opie started his PayPal thing, $2,000 for his tooth?
Oh, yeah.
And now it's just turned into, if I don't get $150, I'm not doing a show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Unbelievable.
I watched a little. He actually rarely, a rare instance, he popped up in my algorithm, I think because the title was like The Downfall of Howard Stern or something like that.
Sure.
But it was weird to see. And I watched a little bit of it, and Opie was like, yeah, I took yesterday off. And I was like, I think you can take more than yesterday off, Hope.
Yeah, you take every day off.
I mean, you need.
I love when we were playing the clips yesterday on WTP on Tuesday morning. Opie goes, if I don't get $150, I am taking tomorrow off. And he goes, I'm not going to work tomorrow is what he said. I'm like, Opie, when have you worked? When's the last time you worked? What are you talking about?
I think there's a part of Opie that wants to be like, guys, I'm going down to once a week. And he thinks America will be like, what?
No. All right. This is a Doom-produced segment that is fantastic. You familiar with The Final Boss?
I know the name, yes.
Yeah, The Final Boss, it was a commenter, viewer, turned into a clipper. He has a clip channel that's great. Okay. And now he does his own show.
Oh, nice.
And so he's doing shows. And according to Doom, he's been waiting for enough respect and viewership to say what people have been saying about Shuli for years. And so he is ready to play some clips of Shuli talking about Karmic. You know, the Uncle Rico show brings up Karmic quite a bit on their program these days. And so he's going to play a clip of Shuli watching Karmic, and he's got some choice words for him. We'll start with this.
But I've been waiting a long time for enough respect and enough fucking viewership to address this. Shuli's a fucking fraud.
All right. This feels exciting, right?
All right, I'm in.
All right, the final boss, younger guy, Shuli, older guy. He's like, all right, I'm going to tell this old coot what's going on. I'm going to finally level him.
All right.
All right, so let's see what he's got.
That's all right. Fat fucks get privilege in this fucking country. Can't clean themselves, these fat motherfuckers. Can't clean themselves properly. They get to waddle through life with their ass stinking of shit and they can't wipe.
I mean, look how much more entertaining he was back then.
Yeah, back then.
Free bird.
See, this is...
Okay, so this is where he pauses it. I'm going to pause it too, just to let you know what Shuli says. They're watching an older clip of Karmic, and he goes, look at how much more entertaining he was back then. They were watching Karmic do his little freak out thing, right?
Yeah.
Final boss hones in on this and decides, okay, this is my opportunity to let everyone know what a hack and how uninformed Shuli actually is.
Okay.
Back then.
Free bird.
See, this is why Shuli sucks. This was Felicia era and Karmic. Karmic would shoot me for saying this, and that's fine. As long as that proves I'm way better and way ahead than Shuli. He was way more entertaining back then. This was at Felicia's house! You fucking fraud! Shuli Igor, you fucking loser fraud! This is at Felicia's house, where he's got a knife held up to his fucking ballsack. Oh, this is when Karmic was entertaining. You fucking loser! Dude, I can't stand Shuli, dude. It's like,
don't
I
say.
get it. We're in the dab. I should never take anything this seriously. But for example,
You know what? I've been there, buddy. I appreciate
I know.
There. He's like, all right, listen. When I was there Monday night, where you're like, all right, I'm taking this too seriously. Calm down.
Yeah, why am I freaking out right now? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
dork. Way older than me, right? But he gets it. You know he gets it. I get it. He gets, I get it. I get, he gets, I get, he gets it. But dude, there's people like Shuli who think they get it, but they're old and have wisdom, or they should. Like Stealth Chaos, for example, as well. This great comparison. They're fucking morons. And then it makes you question, well, maybe I'm being narcissistic. Maybe I'm getting, it's that youthful fucking ego. No! Shuli's retarded.
I think
it turns out.
I do think the central point he's making, a lot of people are going to get on board with. I'm not saying but I'm saying I think he might find an audience.
Oh, for sure. Though there's a lot of people who feel the same way.
Yes.
As final boss. I don't know that he picked the right spot. All Shuli said was like quick throwaway line. Like, this is when Karmic was great. He's like, what? This fucking moron.
And maybe I'll have to wipe the egg off my face when people point out that I don't know the lore well enough. But it does seem to be a little nitpicky.
It's a little nitpicky. You know what I mean? like maybe Shuli was enjoying this segment of Karmic show, and maybe you didn't think it was a real moment because Karmic is putting on a performance for his girlfriend. I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. I personally don't find Karmic entertaining ever. So I don't know the difference.
Very rarely, yes.
Very rarely do I find him entertaining.
Go through life 5 times the amount of time I have and still turn out to be fucking retarded. And that's just the truth I have to accept. Because I belittle myself thinking I can't be better than these people. I can't be smarter than these people. But it turns out I am.
Okay.
That's good.
Because I try to belittle myself. I'm like, I'm just a kid. What the fuck do I know? They're idiots!
Yes.
That's what I know.
You can get on Story
He
Wars,
said-
buddy. It's ridiculous. He's been on your podcast. You have a relationship with the guy. Why would it be that crazy? It seems like a logical step. I'm with you, brother.
It's not that crazy. It can happen.
Yeah.
You're in the area. It's easy for you to get there.
I like this guy.
Had me on the music. I made the fucking albums. Look at these ads. Oh, he was so much more entertaining when he had his ball sack in a vice at Felicia's house, because we're Shuli and we know everything. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? Read Karmic's chat once. Anyone who was there knows he was way better before his relationship, before he started walking on eggshells for some gross dried up woman.
All right. This goes on and on and on. I'm going to pause it there, but you get the idea here. Like, I think he's overplaying his hand. You know, he got pocket sevens. He's just like pushing it all in. It's like there's a lot of cards that can beat this. You know that, right?
If I can talk to if the final boss gives a shit, it seems like he knows what he's doing. But if he gives a shit what I think, I would just say, maybe don't overplay the yelling and screaming when Shuli gets something minor wrong. Because what if he gets something really wrong? Are you going to shoot yourself? What is the possible next, like, if Shuli does something crazy, like, what's the reaction going to be?
And wrong's a weird word, too, because it's kind of subjective.
Right.
You know, maybe that's what Shuli finds entertaining. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know what's going on. So this continues. What's that?
I like his fire, though. He's got gumption.
Yeah. Doom seems to think he might be under the influence. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, guys, you're not going to believe this.
So let me scrub through a little bit. This is more of final boss telling Shuli what for.
Grown men, we're leveling up in the dab. Fucking losers.
Oh, this is funny. So leveling up in the dab apparently is a phrase that final boss came up with.
Okay.
So he's, which is an important phrase, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tagline to this show, I think, right? Leveling up in the dab. I'm not familiar. Anyway, whatever. He's going to get very upset with Shuli.
I'm not buying the T-shirt, if that's what you're asking me.
Well, it's funny you say that. Do you know that there is merchandise for this?
Oh, no.
All right, listen to this. It's funny you said that.
Leveling up.
What is this? You're stealing from me? See, oh my God, I almost forgot I clipped this. This is a 40-minute clip. Don't you get it? I'm 27. You're stealing my catchphrase when you did. Let's pretend I'm 30 years old, right? For the sake of the argument, you did 2/3 of my entire existence on the Howard Stern show.
All right, your math is off there, final boss. Shuli was out for 15 years. That wouldn't be 2/3, would it?
Of 30, no.
Yeah, okay.
And the best you could come up with, Shuli, is ripping me off. Ripping me off. Ripping me off. Okay. That's what a 6-year-old man with children does. Rip off a mid-20s guy. Right. Right.
All right, so apparently Shuli has merchandise you can buy that says leveling up the dab, and he's very upset.
Did he steal it from this guy? Because otherwise, why would he have a shirt like that?
I don't know. I don't know who came up with leveling up in the dab. I know that Quadfather says it. I know people say it. I don't know what it means. I don't care. It's not a thing.
Boy.
I guess it's a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing.
Dabbleverse Live was bad, but we've been topped.
All right. So one more clip from Final Boss.
This is the guy that demanded to shampoo his hair first before shower.
See, Shuli! You fucking cocksucker. Dude, this is why I hate Shuli. He's getting ready to insult Karmic for me, and I get it. Everyone shits on Karmic. I'm not here to fucking play goalie for Karmic. But it's that Shuli is just such a fucking loser. Like, Shuli is someone who's touched greatness for years and years and years and years and got nothing from it. You were on, and I get it, radio was on its way out in the 2010s and early 2020s. Being on Howard Stern didn't mean much then. But to people your age, Shuli, the average age of the Dabbleverse, for example, the place I should not be, based on, metrics, in other words, I have a unique view onto this shit. And whether you take me seriously or not is up to you. But I'm here when I shouldn't be here, right? I'm like an alien in the night, abducting fucking victims and keeping a close eye. From my perspective, in my generation, Shuli is an old fucking loser. He had to move to Alabama.
It seemed like he was working towards a compliment for a minute.
Well, I know. Didn't it seem like that? Now, it's funny you say that because he does catch himself here in a second.
Okay.
You ever moved to Alabama? Of course not. Because even your lowest paying wage job could pay you to be anywhere except that. The reason he moved to Alabama is because he has to pay for a wife and children, which is fine, admirable. I'm not talking shit about his wife or kids.
Yeah, I love that. He goes, could you imagine he moved somewhere that's affordable so he can raise his family properly? What an asshole. Oh, wait,
it is funny, even this guy who like just started streaming may be under the influence, may not be, but he's in the throes of passion here. He's very fired up. Even he has more morals than Aaron Impel. He's like, oh, now hold on. I'm not going after the guy's family, obviously.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Even he catches himself. Like, he hates Shuli's guts. All Shuli said was, I like this version of Carmack. And the guy's like, what? Shuli's retarded.
And catches himself and goes, of course, I'm not going to go after the shelter he works with. That would be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, good for him. He's got a family and they seem happy. That's great.
He's a psychopath, too.
All right, let's scrub through a little bit here.
A fucking fraud. And that's why you fucking ripped off Karl, who was a cubicle dweller, much like the rest of us.
Whoa. I was the owner of the agency at a corner office, cubicle dweller. This is very offensive, Final Boss. I don't know if I can stand for this.
Right next to the bathroom.
Well, I wasn't adjacent to the bathroom. All right, you got me there.
But again, not an insult. So I want it to be very clear. My dismay is rooted in reality. Karl was a marketing agent, or was, before he quit to be Who Are These Podcasts. And Shuli,
the CSO, chief strategy officer, agent. All right.
Put your dick away.
A 2-decade Howard Stern show veteran, had to beg the permission of some random cubicle dweller
again, like
Karl Hamburger, to succeed. I mean, I could talk for 20 years.
All right. Well, so that's the Final Boss. Not happy with Shuli Agar. Has some words for him.
He's very into the age element of all this.
He is. Yes, he's 27, which makes it so he shouldn't be as smart as everyone else, but he is. He's smarter than everyone else.
Finally, someone I can pass my wisdom on to. It's finally a youngster around here.
I know. I was thinking that for you, Mike. Finally, you're like the elder statesman in here.
Let me take you under my wing, Final Boss.
Good for you, Mike. I was waiting for you to be a mentor to someone.
Yes.
It's finally happened. All right, we have a huge announcement from Chad Zumock about his GoFundMe. We have an interesting guest on Hughezy's show. We got this. Brian Landon's been making a lot of noise in the Dabbleverse this week. Yeah. He had this game to figure out what the worst show in the Dabbleverse was.
Okay.
That ruffled some feathers. He was over on Be Dabbling Live talking about that. And Shmuel Buckman became the worst show. So Shmuel had some thoughts about that. And then we have BYB, Quadfather, I think is in the chat. He had some thoughts about that. We'll get into those clips. We also have the Comedy Shaman, a little update on the Comedy Shaman. We talked about him last week.
Yes.
Yes, we learned about the Comedy Shaman. He's got some thoughts about that.
I think he was in my comments. It seemed like he was a good sport about it. Maybe I'll find out otherwise.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Keanu does her best Karl impression, which is great.
It really is.
We have Woke Dad coming up. So much to get to. But first, supertip.gg/WATPAO1012.
We are $2,000 from the new goal.
Hey, that's my bit, so I'll steal yours and promote your imaginary girlfriend's book, The Vegan's Turkey Cookbook.
That's hilarious. It's very funny. So Thorough Joe Burrow coming in with $5 for Doom's salary. Well, thank you, So Thorough Joe Burrow.
All the Clippers interacting here together.
I love that. Yeah, this is where all the Clippers should come to, I don't know, be friendly with each other. Is that gay?
Bread. Yes.
Break bread. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Laverne Mystic coming in.
The N-word isn't funny, Blind Mike? What are you talking about? I made so many people laugh by saying it so many times. Gino couldn't do that like me. Just watch me.
Okay.
But in certain contexts, Dave Chappelle is very good at using it, but you know.
Well, that was Chad's voice. I think he's talking about how he yelled at Gino multiple times. And
Right.
Turbo 7049.
Mike, in my defense, I am very, very stupid. It's Cardiff you should be seething at.
No. Seething at neither. Cardiff is merely a piler honor.
My man, Jason Bentley, is in the chat over here. He says, I'm pretty sure that Mr. Panhandler came up with that dumbass leveling up in the dab saying, or at least that's the rumor I'm starting. Okay, Jason Bentley, I know I got to get back to you in the DMs about Mr. Panhandler. It's another person who wants to debate me.
Interesting.
Love Jason Bentley, though. Good egg. Him and his wife.
Powerful enemies you're making.
Right? Lever and Mystic again. Hughezy and Shuli have leveling up in the dab shirts. Oh, Hughezy has it too. It was also a line from Law and Order, leveling up, aka rape, and it's also a new cannabis term. Wow, I have a lot to learn about this.
Okay.
I'm glad the chat is here. You know, I've said from the very beginning, this show is interactive with the chat. Mike and I don't have all the answers.
Certainly not.
So we appreciate you guys telling us what's up. Dang Lizard, having fun with Poop Lover Carl and the Blind One. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with us.
Thank you, buddy.
The Real Kumia, this is Final Boss's second show, you idiot. Okay.
What is that in response to?
I don't know. Did I say it was
his
he's a
first
veteran? I don't know what it is. Dame Tap movie show that and is that super sticker? Dame Tap. I'll see you this weekend. I'll get back to you. I'll come on your show. The Real Anthony Cumia. This show is Doom taking shots at other Clippers sometimes.
I gotta be honest. I was feeling that the entire segment.
Yep. Sometimes.
We're just puppets in some kind of Doom vendetta.
Doom hates DJ Electra. Doom apparently hates the final boss.
This is okay. We're going after a guy. He stiffed Doom on a bill recently. And, I think he is part of the Dabbleverse. What say you, Carl?
And me now, $5. Whenever you think of Shuli haters, think of Final Boss. That's how ridiculous they sound. Well, there's also Hacky. What's the name of Rocco's new character?
I believe it is Hacky.
Yeah, Hacky. There's that guy too.
Mm-hmm.
XMMM212, $10. Shuli stole his Stuttering John coverage from you, stole Retrainables and the raid from Melton. BS show was to directly compete with Melton. Now he's stealing merch ideas. Unoriginal hack. Stole is a strong word, but I hear where you're coming from. Sure. I think that's mostly true. Dang Lizard says, leveling up in the dab comes from the final boss. Well, that's what the final boss says.
I agree. I say sue him, final boss.
Right. Carmith X says, this final boss character is making sense. Yes.
Yes.
There's so much money to be made on leveling up in the dab t-shirts.
I personally don't think I'll be wearing one, but maybe.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I still have to order my I Hate Chad shirt. AO513 says, I'm starting to think the only normal people in the Dabbleverse are those that never decide to talk into a microphone. Final boss sounds unstable.
Yeah. Well, not yet of that. He sounded like I like the spirit behind him.
Yes.
Yeah, I think in general, the most normal listeners of any podcast are the ones you never hear from.
Yep. James Q. Legend. How did you decorate your cubicle, Carl? Why, how dare you? Cubicle. PL says, Mike, what are you wearing today? Oh, what? Are you blind? Oh.
I still know I'm wearing clothes.
I guess he doesn't agree with your outfit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. My boy Raverbutt says, TSN also had Craig and Trucker Andy shirts on sale. Oh, that's too far.
Craig?
That's too far.
Very Good Chow is going to
Very Good Chow is on TSN now.
Ridiculous.
Hey, speak of the devil, DJ Electrify says, ask TF Blob what he stole from me. Doom sucks.
It doesn't seem all right.
What did he steal from me?
There, you want to be poking, but go for it.
I mean, you could just tell us if you want. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, but all right.
I don't want a homework assignment from you, but good to see you, Electra. We love you.
Yes.
All right, let's get into Tukey Soup was talking about Chad's GoFundMe. And so let's get an update on what's going on Chad's GoFundMe through the lens of Tukey and whatever character Cardiff is playing on this show, and JT.
Okay.
I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song. All right, so much going on. Chad updated his GoFundMe.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Holy shit, are we doing it? Here we go. This is an update from today. We are at $8,965 of our still untouched $10,000 goal. And I say that because after I read what I read, I expect that number to go up.
It's going to change very soon, sir.
Yes. My GoFundMe was recently falsely reported by internet trolls. But fortunately, I was able to work with the team. Wait, who?
Team.
To get the page secured. So
I love the laughter at that, as if like Chad's like having conference calls with the people at GoFundMe.
There's just a bunch of guys. Chad, we're on it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get legal involved. we're gonna get marketing involved. We got development. They're all coming in on this meeting. Fucking idiots.
I was able to work with the team. Wait, who?
Team.
To get the page secured.
So again, he has to start off with a pain, a poor me.
Yes, something happened to me.
Something happened to me.
Yeah. Great point, Cardiff, or whoever you are. It says, my GoFundMe was recently falsely reported by internet trolls. Like the first sentence on this update is just like, can you believe this? People are fucking with me.
And I would say, Chad, even if that's true, for your own benefit, why inspire more?
Correct.
Why be like, hey, if anyone wants to troll me, you better not, because people are already doing it.
Because he really thinks that like he's going to get sympathy. People are going to be like, Bill from Jersey is going to be like, I'll give him $500. That sucks. He's dealing with that.
It is weird. Like that was John's entire show was a plea to the Dabbleverse. Like, this Karl guy, he's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
This Shuli's a piece of shit. These are scumbags. And it's like, well, you're talking only to listeners of their show. Who is this working on?
Right. John came on and goes, Dr. Steve wore a shirt. Let's ruin his life. And everyone went, fuck you, John. He's like, why are you guys mad at me all of a sudden? It's like, you're not understanding who the audience is here.
Chad, this Tukey is a bad guy. Believe you, DM me about it later. I've got plenty to say on the matter. But my point is, you're only inspiring the monsters that follow him now.
You should team up with Chad on this. That's a good idea.
Down. I'll produce this special.
And it is not punctuation because this is...
I love that idea. Blind Mike produced stand-up special. The mic's pointed at one audience member the whole time.
It may be sloppily edited.
It's just one guy reacting like,
It could be a fun story.
I like it. It's funny.
This is the longest run-on sentence I've ever heard. I was able to work with the team to get the page secured so I can keep moving forward with filming my upcoming comedy special. Now that the venue and date are officially secured, what?
That's what he said. He said that today. The venue is secured.
That is new. Wait, he didn't go on today, right?
He did not. He did not.
Spy report.
He posted an update to his locals earlier today that he's got a venue.
It's fantastic. So we don't know the city or state or the venue or the date, but the date, everything's secured.
Everything is secured.
So no problems. Everything's good to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is fantastic.
Just turn those cameras on.
Now that the venue and date are officially secured, a lot of additional expenses have come up that I hadn't originally factored in. Uh-oh.
This is hilarious. And I think Carter's going to make this point. The way that this was pitched to us by Mr. Chad Zumach was he goes, guys, I've worked with numerous people behind the scenes to figure all of this out. I've done my due diligence. I know what it's going to cost. I even negotiated down some of the costs for this to make sure I was passing the savings on to you. $8,300 is the exact amount of money I need to produce this special.
This is where I start to learn, because I kind of believe when he was on with you and he's like, I talked to Florentine about it. I talked to this person, that person about it. I was kind of like, what? I don't know him well enough. So the question, why would he lie about this, is probably ridiculous to a lot of you. But I'm like, why would he make that up? That he can just talk to Jim Florentine about it. That doesn't seem that crazy. It seems like a text Florentine would answer.
Of course.
But so no one told him he could do it for $8,300. He just made that up.
Well, listen, at my limited dealings with Jim,
Yeah.
Jim's just an agreeable guy. He might as well be Chat GPT. You know, you go to Jim and be like, "Hey, Jim, do you think I should film a comedy special?" Like, great, Carl. Yeah, do it. Why would you?
$300? Absolutely, you could.
Yeah, you know, it's like Jim's not sitting there like pulling the envelope over and writing down numbers. Like, hold on a second, let's figure this out together.
All right, that's fair.
But I just love the fact that he says, "Now that I have the venue and dates officially secured, a lot of additional expenses have come up that I hadn't originally factored in."
But
listen to what
you said. I crunched the numbers.
Yes. Listen to what he hasn't originally factored in. This is great.
Including the percentage GoFundMe takes from each donation.
That's insane right there. Could you imagine? I started a Patreon back in 2019. And, you know, thankfully a lot of people signed up for it and continue to this day to support the show through Patreon. What if I was like, guys, I was charging $5 a month. I didn't realize Patreon's taking 16% of that. I guess they're charging you $7.23. I had no fucking idea. I'm not even getting the whole $5, guys.
And it's even like, I do get, you're like, fuck. When you get the total, you're like, fuck, I forgot GoFundMe. We'll take a hit there.
Yeah.
But based on this, he didn't leave himself like 1 ounce of wiggle room.
He literally said, even if I don't make the $8,300, I'm still going to film the special. I'll just pull money out of my own pocket to do it.
Right.
And now he's saying, I didn't realize there was a 3% charge from GoFundMe that I didn't factor in, so I'm fucked.
And to Chad, because Chad, I know Chad might get defensive about this.
No.
Just say, I fucked that up. I fucked that up. Say you lied about checking. No one told you it would cost $8,300, and we can all move on with our lives.
Right. Yeah, that's all you got to do, but he can't.
Just 3.
How did he not factor that in?
Okay, but it's also a fraction.
Taxes.
That's a bigger fraction.
Shit. That's taxes. Stinking taxes.
YouTube takes 30%. GoFundMe takes. The government takes.
Are we sure that GoFundMe doesn't pay the taxes for me? I know YouTube.
No.
I found out YouTube doesn't, but GoFundMe might be different. There are also plenty of behind-the-scenes production costs.
So sorry, sir,
Yes.
if I may. The GoFundMe fees on $9,000 are $270.
Oh, what's the big deal?
So using that as an excuse, and his first excuse is nonsense.
Chad, this isn't good. We're off to a bad start here.
Worst summer ever, sir.
There are also plenty of behind-the-scenes production costs that come with filming a comedy special.
Yeah, no shit. Those are the behind the scenes. God, those are the things that you were factoring in because you talked to a videographer and a producer and Florentine and Godfrey.
They're doing a good job breaking it down too. Because I legitimately, and I know this is, I'm sure Tukey will think I'm a delusional loser for this, but I actually didn't think of taxes because why would I? It's not my money, so I wasn't thinking about that. This is a razor thin budget Chad was trying to work on.
So Mike, I looked this up because I didn't think of taxes either.
Yeah,
because GoFundMe are gifts that you get. You don't pay taxes on gifts. So
Okay.
I researched this, and it's going to come up in this clip. But
that's kind of what I thought, and then I was like, "Oh, is that dumb?" Because then I realized it's not charity. So
okay, so you're onto something there, Mike.
Yeah.
Very good. What happens with GoFundMe is whether you pay taxes on the money you make or not depends on what you're raising money for.
Right. Okay.
If it is a charity, you know, I broke my back and I'm out of work and I needed charitable donations. That's a charity. You don't pay taxes on that. Okay. If you're filming a comedy special, that's my last ditch effort to be a famous comedian and my Hail Mary that I'm going to put out there and try to make money off of.
Charity.
That's not charity.
I misunderstood.
That's the opposite of charity. Fucking idiot.
Like what? What is happening? All of a sudden, he realizes.
Like, for example, Dr. Steve started to GoFundMe for Shuli and me to pay for our attorney fees when John sued us for right of publicity. Those fees are going directly into my attorney's account.
Yes.
He will pay taxes on that. That's part of his income for the year.
Right.
He's not going to separate that out and be like, well, these were charitable donations from Carl.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't raise enough money, even though he said he could do this for whatever. It would be
Guaranteed it for weeks, sir.
He said even if he didn't hit the 10,000, he'd still be able to do it with money from his own pocket. Mistress Meg, no taxes. It's a grift. Google it.
It's a gift.
I I believe in this case, though, there are taxes.
Yeah.
Because this is fundraising for a business.
Oh, is that true that a lot of GoFundMe's don't take you don't have to pay taxes because it's a gift?
I believe so. I think so.
Shouldn't super chats be the same way?
Should be, sir.
Wouldn't that be great? Super chats and super tips. We have to pay taxes on. That'd be amazing.
Church of the Toe.
Well, that's why I'm rooting for Joey C. Joseph Catalano, 2028.
That's right. He's going to change that.
He is. He cares about us creators.
He does.
If Joey Catalano becomes our next president,
there you go.
It will.
Dumb. We have some Joey Catalano later. I think we're going to have Rochi. Rochi, if you're up, let JT know and he'll send you a link. Because we're going 5+ hours tonight again, baby. Every contribution, no matter the size, goes directly back into making this the best special possible. Thank you again to everyone who supported this project. The campaign is still active. If you'd like to support the project, the option is there.
What's funny is that Chad used either Brian Landon or AI to write the description previously and the email that he sent out and everything else. This is obviously written by Chad. It's so poorly written. I mean, think about this sentence right here. Every contribution, no matter the size, goes directly back into making this the best special possible.
Yeah, no matter the size is also a weird.
Right.
What is that suggesting?
I'll take any money, even if you just give me $5.
But I guess what I'm saying is it's not promoting large donations. Like you wouldn't.
No.
I mean, like I don't even know why that's in there.
I don't know either. I never understood that. Guys, if you only have $10, I'll take it. Like, oh, yeah, we know. We get it.
We'll spend that on the special also.
Yeah. Could you imagine someone's like, here's $10? Like, fuck you.
Okay, this is ham sandwich money, but the rest of it.
A huge thank you to everyone who has already donated. Your support truly means a lot.
So that's different than the people who supported in the sentence before?
Yes.
Like, thank you to everyone who supported, and then a huge thank you to everyone who's already donated.
Yeah, this is so poorly written.
Double thank yous. It's like when your grandma doesn't want you to go and she gives you a kiss and then she's like, oh, come back, give me more kisses.
And then she rubs her boobies in your face and your dick moves and you say, what's going on?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Excuse me?
What?
Oh, Curtis got a lot funnier. Curtis didn't used to be as funny as he is now, I gotta say.
These guys, this is when they're at their best.
Yes.
Yeah, when that anchor is gone from their necks.
Huge thank you to everyone who has already donated. Your support truly means a lot. And I can't wait to share what's coming next.
More money. That's what's coming next. All right, so that's what's going on.
Yeah,
Right.
there's the update where he announced the venue.
Okay, so yesterday there was
Great news. The venue has been secured. And now I can focus on assembling the crew and finalizing the plan. I'll be running my set every chance I get leading up to the taping of the special. Thanks again to everyone who has ignored the noise from those trying to sabotage this and continued to support the project.
What's he talking about? Who's trying to sabotage this, Mike?
Well, also, again, are there random people stumbling upon this going, I'd like to donate to Chad Zumach's comedy special, or is it all Dabbleverse people?
It's all Dabbleverse people.
Like, who is he addressing if he's like, thanks for ignoring the noise? Some people are doing it because of the noise.
Right. Specifically.
Yes.
Also, what's crazy about this is that Chad claims he's not going to announce the date or the venue until like right before the show. So that people can't fuck with it. I know it's going to make it very difficult for people to enjoy this special. The fact that he has to say he's been running his set, he's going to be running his set, this is something that a comedian doesn't tell you. By the way, I'm going to rehearse and be prepared for this. Well, I assumed. Well, why wouldn't you be? You're raising money for a special. What do you mean?
I will say, Chad, if you're listening, there are people that would be willing to attend that. I genuinely don't believe. I know that, the instinct is like, oh, they're going to fuck with the show or whatever. They want to be there to make fun of it. So if you're all right with that, if you're all right that, Carl might show up and then on WATP be like, it sucked. Like, if you're okay with that, then sell tickets at a normal time. Like, tell people where it's going to be because people might travel down for it. If you do it the day before, that's going to be tough.
Well, Chad reveals a lot about himself into things he's concerned about. So I mentioned when I was on with Chad, the fact that he told me I can't go to his special but then bitched up a storm when he wanted to come and see the comedians at the compound at the Orlando Improv, and told Gino and me that he was going to be there to fuck with us. And we went, okay. And Chrissy goes, well, you can't come. He's like, what? Huh, why can't I go to that? Oh, it's like, well, why can't I go to your special? I don't want to fuck with you. I want to just observe it. I don't want to watch. Right. That's the problem.
And even if like you point to something like Tommy Jordan ripping up John's paper or whatever, that is a rare, like, unless you pull out a prop and torture the audience with it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The odds are you're not going to get that type of reaction. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
it's a rare circumstance. I really don't think anyone would fuck with his show.
If Tommy Jordan tried to pull that shit at Chad's special taping, everyone would turn on Tommy Jordan.
Well, right. Again, unless what I'm saying is like John was purposely torturing the audience.
Right. No one turned on Tommy Jordan because we're all just like, good.
Correct.
Fuck this guy. How are we going to read this thing?
Exactly.
Right. It was a very different circumstance.
Right.
Let's get into Hughezy Entertainment. He brought on a guest. He had on Pat Dixon.
He did, yeah.
And Joey C. when this guest arrived. Of course, the great Lemmy was there as well. Yeah. And this is interesting.
You guys tell me.
Last. Go ahead.
I just want to know if people recognize this voice at all.
Okay. Yes. That is the question.
It's hard to tell, but I think if you listen closely, it might be a familiar voice.
A person comes in disguise. Let's see if we can figure it out.
Last Saturday or last Friday, we did our members only stream where we met a new friend who's come to join us. Joey, you'll like this person's a good egg. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from another planet, it is the beautiful. It is Glenn. Glenn, how are you doing today?
Oh, good. How are you fuckers doing?
We're just enjoying this Sunday, relaxing, watching some Paige Newman show on fucking Prime. I gotta be honest.
Okay. What just happened right there, if you're listening to this or if you're Mike, is that Pat Dixon looked at this stupid alien-looking thing that came on the show with disgust and just shook his head very subtly and then went right to his mouth and went, I'm out of here. And just, boom, done. Props to Dixon.
That's what I did mentally when I was listening to this. But
props to Pat Dixon for being like, I don't want to be a part of this. This is retarded. And he just left the show. It's 28 minutes into the show, too. I have a 2-hour-long show. So props to Pat.
Gina Levy's in it, and I would love to bang her.
Where did Pat go?
He's away for a piss or something.
Oh.
But one of the things I got to ask you, though, Joey, is what did you think about when Chad did the debate?
Oh, I don't know.
With Carl.
Oh, am I going too far?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You're right. I just wanted to point out. I don't know if anyone can tell whose voice that is, but I suspect it's a character of someone's.
Well, so I'll give credit to the person who's doing this. At least this person can change their voice because they have not been successful at changing their gender. So I'll give him credit for that. Let's watch a little bit more of this.
Okay.
Did you catch any of it, Glenn?
The debate with Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chad won.
Oh.
I think he won the debate.
Do you find Chad funny too, Glenn?
Chad is funny sometimes, but Carl's a fucking asshole. So I guess I was kind of on Chad's side at first.
I know. Who could this speak? Does this person also hate Shuli by any chance? Who else do they hate in the Dabbleverse? I wonder.
I am the $10,000 future now.
Let's play foul on Carl.
Hey, Glenn, what do you think when Carl has sex? What do you think's his go-to position?
Bending over and taking it up the ass. I think he's gay.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Ava.
He's a good straight man for this. What do you think, Glenn?
He is good at that. That is true. I'll give him that.
Leaning into the bit for some reason. Tukey alerted me to this before he mocked and humiliated me the other night. He mentioned this to me, and I said, "That can't be happening, right?" But I don't know what is the point of this.
Well, I mean, again, props to Pat Dixon for being like, I don't want to be a part of this stupid bit that you're doing. I'm good.
this is someone that like hated the Dabbleverse and thought everyone was lame, right?
Yep. By the way, the people that John screwed over the most is $2 Dan and Ava.
Yes.
You know,
you don't think about the children.
Right. It's funny that John's just like, I believe in the Dabbleverse, fuck Shuli, fuck Karl. And we're just like, all right, bye. See you later. And Ava and $2 Dan are like, no, what are we doing? I guess I'm a space alien. And
I never thought of that. They kept saying, flashback to Ava. Spoiler alert, gang.
Yeah.
I suspect it's Ava.
Yeah.
To Ava on John's show being like, John, they are fucked. When you leave, what are Karl and Shuli gonna do? Get someone please make that video. Splice together Ava warning John, like Shuli and Karl are gonna be in rough shape when you leave. With well, Hughezy, I am from another planet.
Hilarious. Yeah. Also, Save the Date will be live in Detroit October 2nd. Tickets going on sale this week. Hopefully, we'll get those up.
Oh man.
Labyrinth Mystic on supertip.gg/WATP.
Apparently, leveling up in the dab is a new Dabbleverse show. Final Boss started literally a week ago. I enjoy TSN, but I'll say again, like I did on Tookie, TSN is like Saturday Night Live. Get it?
Oh, so they really did steal this from.
I'm sure that Final Boss.
And you're
did it before
covering
them.
up for them.
No, I'm not what I'm saying at all. Listen, send a cease and desist, Final Boss.
Yes.
I'm sure that merchandise flying off the shelves.
Yeah, that is true. Final Boss, I wouldn't sweat the small stuff.
I mean, who the fuck is buying a leveling up in the dab shirt?
Might not have to worry about this one.
Could you imagine running into someone just like, oh shit, Shuli Network? Like, fuck yeah, bro, leveling up in the dab.
Rip it off my body if someone saw me.
Yeah.
Yay, nice shirt.
My boy Jason Bentley is back with another $10. Says, per Joe Burrow's clip earlier this week of a KB rant, I'm gay because I'm married with no kids. So this is where I apparently belong now. Congrats, universe. You win. Is that true? If you're married and have no kids, you're gay? Because Kevin also says that I'm gay. And I'm in the same boat.
Yeah. Well, make it. The shoe fits, I suppose.
It's the first time Kevin's been consistent about something. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Labyrinth Mystic says, gifted memberships are gifts, right? For taxes? Shit. They're not, but thank you so much, Labyrinth Mystic, for gifting those memberships earlier in the program.
What a great scheme, though. We should be able to convince someone of that.
I'll talk to my accountant about it. He usually doesn't buy this shit, though. Lyndon says, TSN and WTP rocks. Blind Mike, thumbs up, and fuck Stuttering John ball washers.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. And Daniel Adams says, I saw you in Boston, Blind Mike. So glad no veto. Smiley face.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Was that the live show, the WTP Dick Show live show that you were at?
I assume so, yeah.
I would think so, too. That was a fantastic time.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Brian Landon, he goes on Be Dabbling Live. And he says, I got this game. We're going to play it today. And they have these brackets. And they say, all right, pick the worst show in the Dabbleverse out of these two. And he goes through a bunch of different shows. I think I was up against NLO. You know, who are these podcasts up against NLO? And he had all these different shows going. And
right.
Obviously, you narrow it down.
On Tookie show, I assume I was a 1 seed in this bracket?
I don't think Blind Mike Project was in it.
Oh, that's how little they think of me there.
Well, it was Brian Landon's game.
Oh, okay. All right.
So don't take it personally.
I'll try not to.
Anyway, the way it came down to it, I guess Shmuel Buckman was voted the worst show in the Dabbleverse.
Oh.
And so this information moved from show to show to show. And so this is from Saturday, July 11th. This is, well, that's how it started with them talking about this show, right? Mm-hmm. And then Shmuel Buckman goes on, what's your point? And Buckman acknowledges his major award, and Quadfather asks about Cardiff and Dabbler stabbing him in the back. So then the conversation
They do that to people, Shmuel. They do that.
They do that. They do stab you in the back. You got to watch out for those two.
That is what they do.
They team up. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
So then the conversation moves towards Brian Landon. And then on Tuesday, July 14th, Brian Landon, Big Buck, and Quadfather go against the test stream. And this is Shmuel talking about being stabbed in the back potentially.
Okay.
Well, what do you call it? I was voted worst podcast in the Dabbleverse. I have to prove it.
Congratulations on your major award, Shmuel.
Yeah. I think it would stink if I didn't.
Let's start off with that. What did you think about your boy Cardiff Electric and Bedabbler stabbing you in the back?
You know what? I didn't hear it, but I know everybody sucks the balls of the pay pigs, so I just let it slide. It's Landon needs it.
Okay. So
I'm not sure I know what that means.
So Shmuel is saying, listen, Brian Landon, he needs the notoriety. He's very excited that he got invited on to be Dabbling Live. He's been trying to be a guy for a while. And Shmuel's just like, all right, whatever, man.
But he gives a lot to the show, is what Shmuel was saying?
He gave $1,000 to Chad Zumach's GoFundMe.
Okay.
So
Tuki's looking at this as like an infomercial.
Well, so people are looking at Brian Landon
here to present us this game. Now, Brian, where can people buy this?
So people look at Brian Landon as like, oh, if I'm buddies with this guy, he'll give me money.
Right. Okay.
Right. So he's got deep pockets, this gentleman. So then we have Quadfather talking to Brian Landon, and there's some complaints about bad StreamYard links going through at first, but let me just scrub through here. This is so this is Quadfather and Brian Landon watching Shmuel Buckman with Quadfather. Okay.
Everybody on Twitter had the wrong link 2 weeks ago. Hey, here. Stop it. Pause. We'd already done like 10 minutes because this is the third fucking link that he sent me to go on the show.
No, I understand why you would be annoyed with Buckman. I don't know how I have anything to do with this, though.
No, actually, the funny thing, here's what I was going to say is the funny thing is we had already had a 10-minute conversation about you that never got recorded because he messed up the links. So it was a waste.
You know that I wasn't the one that decided Buckman was the worst show.
Yeah, it was
right?
Cardiff, JT, and Bedabbler. I'm very aware of that.
Okay, then what is this?
Oh, that's weird. I you know what? I don't usually put us on Twitter anyway. I think it's an EV Mux thing. Like earlier today,
the third fucking link, dude.
So you're talking about it, right? Like I can tell you're annoyed. I get it, dude. I get it, but I mean, I don't know why.
Let's get to the. I know. Well, I already heard all this. Let's get to the shit talking part. I don't remember what I said. Let's go.
We're getting there. Chill the fuck out.
You got me out of bed for this. I was laying there enjoying myself, high as a kite, ready to watch.
What are you high on? What are you
edibles, gummies,
gummies. All right.
It is what it is. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse.
Shmuel is what Shmuel is. Yeah, that should be the new saying.
So why are you doing a show with Shmuel? You guys think this is going to take off, or I mean, what's the idea behind this?
It's a debate show. I don't know. We both just figured we owed our audiences a membership show on Sundays, and I figured I would give it a shot. So
it is kind of rich that Brian Landon is now questioning why people would be doing shows together. Brian Landon is not a guy who has like a super popular show and has figured this out. He's like, what are you two idiots doing? What, you guys think you could do a show together? Quadfather was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. It's Will Buckman and me.
But he's like a commenter, right?
Yeah.
So that's what he's going to do if he's invited on. I imagine that's what he's going to do is heckle these guys.
Well, this is Brian Landon's show where he's watching their show and going, why are you guys doing a show together?
Oh, okay. I'm very confused.
I know it's very confusing.
Quad multiple times. I know.
It'll get more clear in a minute. I apologize. I'll let this play.
We're 5 episodes in.
Garbage. And you know what? Like you guys at some point make fun of my numbers. I go on at middle of the night. My numbers are still better than yours, dude. So I don't understand why you would bring this shit.
So Brian Landon does a show called Test Stream, and right here is one of the big problems with the Dabbleverse. Brian Landon's like, dude, I go in the middle of the night and I still do better numbers than you. It's like, what are we talking about? What kind of numbers? You know, this comes from the top down, by the way. Kevin Brennan's always talking about the numbers and I make the most money. And he's talking about how many live viewers this show has or that show has compared to his show. Aaron Imholt does this shit all the time. It's like, are we talking about big audiences?
Right. And even if you have okay numbers, some people think you'll never be successful and that you're just as much of a failure as all these other people. So none of it makes any sense, Brian. Don't involve yourself because you're never going to please these people. Even if you think they're peers of yours, they laugh at you.
Poor Mike. I didn't realize you were going to bring this BTH hatred or pent up rage over along with you.
Put me in my place.
All right. So listen to what we're talking about as far as numbers go.
To me, it doesn't make any sense. I've always
you never really have more than 30 people watching your show ever.
Okay, whatever you say.
Take it. Hey, well, hold on. Are you just going to dismiss that? That's fact.
No, it's
I thought you were. Hold on. You're on a truth finding mission, right?
I've never had more than 30.
Okay, so this is what we're talking about, Mike. And listen, all due respect to Brian Landon and anyone else in the Dabbleverse who's getting 30 viewers plus on their show. Quadfather goes, you don't get more than 30 viewers. And Brian's like, oh, okay. As if I don't get more than 30 viewers. Let's say you get 38 or 53. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I would say, Brian Lynn, you got to start somewhere. I'm not knocking 30, but like,
sure, who cares?
I wouldn't get into, even if it's 80, if it's 109. I don't know that I would get into a ratings battle with someone at this stage.
Right. What are we talking about? Who are these broadcasters' numbers? Whatever. Who cares? Everyone's having fun.
But think of it that way, Brian Landon. Don't desecrate yourself to the level of who are these broadcasters.
Right.
You know?
Okay, so listen, here's the thing. I'm not saying I do big numbers, man. I'm not saying that at all. I also go on in the middle of the night.
You don't do
exactly.
so?
I agree.
No, actually, you're on at 11, 10 o'clock at night a lot, and you're around 20 to 30. I'm not, dude. We all start somewhere. I'm just saying, like you can't like make that argument.
I can't make what argument that I've had more than 30 viewers. I can't.
No, that's fine that you've had more than 30 viewers. I'm just saying, like consistently.
No. So
consistently around 25, 30.
You want to go on Tukey? You two guys want to go on the Tukey show?
I've been on Tukey show.
You were?
Yeah, I've been on there like
33 right now, Quad. We did it. We won. Boom, over 30. Finally.
What a debate. What a debate they're having. X Shadow in the chat says, Carl, you mentioned your viewers. You do it passively. Don't BS. Yeah, I don't compare it to other shows or exclaim that I'm winning. And by the way, there's 1,160 people here. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe.
I will say, too, I think Carl does it almost in the way that Quadfather's doing it, where, like, if you're accused of something, like if someone says something about your show, you'll be like, oh, well, we have this many viewers or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's the context I hear you bring it up.
I'm never just like, yeah, I'm fucking crushing Aaron right now. Fuck that guy. Look how many
welcome to the show that has 1.8 thousand viewers.
Gives a shit. All right, so this is more of their debate coming up.
Hey, dude, I don't owe you a fucking thing, Brian Landon. I don't really care if you like my show. Yeah, and you coming up, you're not a great show, by the way. You're a professional actor. But like you're not putting on a great show, and for you to come out with the fucking, hey, let's do the let's see who the worst show in the Dabbleverse is. Like, you should have just raised your hand immediately and been like, "Yep, got it."
Sure, that's why they asked me on there, dude. Yep.
If you want to talk, maybe this guy does a horrible show. I have not listened. Maybe he does a really bad show. So if you want to shit on him for that, go ahead. But you can have no viewers and say all these shows suck. He's perfectly right. And if he should, that's I don't really think fair. Like, oh, you have to have this many viewers to say that other shows suck. I don't agree with that.
Right, and the fact that Brian Landon brought a game on to be Dabbling Live and said, all right, we're going to play a game to find out who the worst show in the Dabbleverse is. And I think Quad took offense to the fact that BYB was in the running there.
Sure.
And so he's just like, well, who are you to say? It's like, well, who's anyone to say anything? I mean,
who's Quad to say that this show? So
Right.
who's anyone to do anything?
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's dude. Rolling Stone comes out with like the top guitarist, and it's retarded. It's the dumbest shit ever. Or the New York Times are the best songwriters, and Billy Joel wasn't in the list. Like, who is anyone to say anything? It's all stupid.
We started the show off making fun of millionaires getting divorced. Like,
Right.
who are we to comment on that? You know,
Great point.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this top security guy. What an idiot! Just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Fox
Howard
Entertainment.
Stern, or yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I'm there, dude. Yep, absolutely. Because I'm the worst.
Everybody gets a whack at it. Those guys are actually fairly nice. I don't know. If
Oh,
you
so
know.
Brian Landon just goes, oh, then why was I invited on Be Dabbling Live? Clearwater Chat had a regular segment on that show. Like, Rocco doesn't give a fuck.
He
Rocco
will do a
appreciates
show-
idiots coming on.
as he stated Monday night, he'll do a show with any loser, no matter how
Yes.
little he respects them.
That's very true.
But I didn't ask them. I can almost guarantee.
Okay,
you have to come on.
you gave $1,000 recently. The only
Yep.
reason you're getting any heat right now is because you gave a guy $1,000.
Yeah.
Nobody would be paying attention to you at all, Brian Landon, unless you had handed over $1,000. And then suddenly, wow, everybody wants to be your fucking friend,
Everybody,
yo.
dude, that's what's weird about you. Nobody wants to. What are you talking about?
So Brian Landon is an interesting character. He does try to involve himself in multiple ways in the Dabbleverse. I have a little behind the scenes information. When they were doing the show at Rodney's that Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumach and Bob Levy were a part of, that stand-up show, we got an email. The Isotopes got an email to spitbeer@theisotopes.com. That's our email address. And he says, hello, Isotopes. This is very last minute, but I am inquiring to see if the band or part of the band can play either one on the street after Rodney's show is over, or two, have a couple of members play in my hotel room at the Lot New York Palace. Either way, I'd keep it a surprise. That'd be pretty fun. Again, I recognize it is late notice and it might be difficult, but if it's possible for a reasonable price, let me know. Thank you.
So he fancies himself sort of a puppeteer of sorts.
Yes. Yeah, he's a mover and a shaker.
I like that. Get these dogs fighting, throw a stake in between them, Brian. I respect it.
So the person who answers for the Isotopes email is Croce. You guys might remember Croce from these podcasts back in the day.
Okay.
He's not involved in any of this anymore. He writes back and goes, good morning and thanks for reaching out. We're a rock band in Rochester, New York that plays nightclubs. Doesn't sound like we'd be a good fit. Best of luck for your event. He had no idea what Brian was talking about or what any of this was. It's very funny.
It's good stuff.
Thought that was fun. All right, so this is the petty finish between these two having this squabble.
Okay.
Good.
Oh,
joy.
hold on.
No, you
How
can
long have
smile.
you been in Hollywood?
How long have I been in Hollywood?
Did I stutter?
No, you didn't stutter. Is this such a bizarre question?
You're Mr. Lake Placid. You're Mr. fucking Halloween Town, right? Like you're professional at this stuff?
Yes, I'm Mr. Lake Placid. I'm
Okay,
Mr.
and you do a shitty test stream, yo.
And I do. Okay, well, I do.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't got shit to say. You, Liam, Tom Myers, Chad Zumach, you guys thought you were going to be big shit, that people were going to pay attention to you at some point in your life. But guess what? You're in the Dabbleverse now, motherfucker, and nobody gives a fuck who you are. Nobody gives a fuck who any of you losers are. You're nobodies.
So I will, yeah, well, and that's fine. So are you, dude. You're beyond.
Yeah, I'm pointing out you're on the same level, dummy. Like you can't keep up with the conversation.
No. I'm not on the same level as you.
Yeah, you are. You are. You just think you're better than us.
terrible.
You're the
You're
same
horrible.
as
You're doing
Liam,
a show with
Ray,
Neil Buckman.
Chad. Y'all think you're famous, but you're not. You're.
I have to admit, I'm kind of on Quad side of this one. Like, BYB has some kind of following. They make news, they get clipped and stuff like that. So, and props to Quadfather not being like, I'm bigger than you. He's just like, listen, we're all losers. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. But I did get a little lost when he's like, all you Hollywood swinging dicks, like Tom Myers.
Tom Myers. Well, Tom Myers, his claim to fame, I don't know if you know this, he is your best friend.
Yes.
Tom Myers was an extra on House of Cards.
He was in House of Cards. I know very well. Yes, among many other projects that are very big.
Fucking
But I don't
nobody's-
know that even Tom Myers would consider himself a Hollywood fat cat necessarily.
No, he considers himself a competent stand-up comedian, which is funny enough.
He's right.
Who thinks that? So this
Everyone
is why you're
thinks
poor,
that.
because
Everyone
you are
thinks
in your
that.
All right,
mind.
this is where Quad's going to lose me. Listen to this.
You
You
think
should
like,
get out
oh,
$1,000 so you can get on another show. Pull out another grand. Maybe they'll pay attention to you. Someone else
maybe
will.
I will, dude. Maybe I will.
You
Grant
probably
is a
will
lot
because
for me.
you seem to need the attention more than anyone I've met in a while.
And what are you doing this for, Derek?
No, I'm saying I'm not fucking handing out $1,000 bills to fucking get
you
attention,
can't.
yo. I'm trying to make
can't.
money or have fun or
can't.
both.
Yeah, me too. I'm having a good time. I'm doing it for the.
How much
fans
money would you
over.
give me if I went? Hey, how much money would you give me if I went and grabbed 10 $100 bills? You fucking mutt.
How
How
much
about you
money
give me
would I
$1,000
give
bucks?
you if you?
How about
grabbed-
you give me $1,000 if I go grab $1,000 and come back
Right.
in
How much
$100
would I-
bills?
How much would I give you if you grab 10?
Yeah, why don't you match it? If I go
$100
grab a fucking $1,000,
Here's
how
how
about you match
stupid
it,
you are.
Brian Landon?
All right,
That's
that's where,
train leaving Memphis at 8:30 a.m.
dude, this is where Quad loses me. He turns into Chad Zubak showing off dollar bill. Hey, look at me. I got $600 and $100 bills. Like, whatever, man. That's not. If Quad had $1,000 in cash laying around, I'm not impressed by it. Who cares?
If I have $1,000, will you give me $1,000? It's like a take a penny, leave a penny thing.
Kind of. Higher stakes. A little bit higher stakes. All right. We're running low on time. We have a lot to get to still. I'm going to move things along a little quicker. We have to talk about Comedy Shaman. We have to get an update on this. He's in the chat.
Yes.
If you remember, last week we learned about Comedy Shaman and he declared war on WATP.
He did, yeah.
He first was kind of anti Karl and Mike, and then he's like, well, Mike's cool. So
I think it was more Mike's fine.
Mike's fine.
He sort of alluded that I think I'm faking my blindness or something.
He did say that. Yeah,
Or my shtick. Or
he's
something.
only legally blind. That was your shtick.
That was
right.
That was it. He's only legally blind.
What an asshole he is. So this week he's talking about he doesn't want to be lol-cow content. I guess that got to him that we made fun of him a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's looking at sobriety now. He wants like positive feelings. You know, he wants to be hopeful and control his own narrative.
Okay.
And so in this first clip, this is a hopeful comedy Shaman who's saying, listen, I'm not the lol-cow.
What's got you down, says Indie Skies. I might be a little bit down, but I'm just trying to bring myself up right now. Trying to bring myself up, because I'm largely separating myself from the lolcow content, like I was saying earlier. I'm separating myself from that because I want to be a positive change in culture. I see how bad our culture has gotten with the Discord shit, with lolcow shit, with all of it. And I want to be a catalyst for change, for positive shit, I want to be a catalyst for positivity, really. And I know that sounds corny. I don't want to be toxic positive.
Yes.
Because that can be annoying, where it's like, where people fucking just get disgusted by the positivity.
Comedy Shaman, awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at
you.
I don't like where our society is going. We're all pointing and laughing at jerks. That's not my thing. I want to be positive, bring people up with me.
I respect.
That's great. He's hopeful.
Awfully quick turnaround.
Oh, he's hopeful. He's ready to change the world, change minds, and then that immediately changes.
Oh, no.
Ever since the whole catfishing incident, shit has gotten really dark.
Okay, so you remember we talked about how Jesse PS fan was catfishing him, and as like a trans person and saying he was into him, and then
Right.
Comedy Shaman fell for it. Okay, so things have gotten dark since that incident.
Like I feel hopeless. And so what I'm begging you guys is maybe not to even treat me better, but to treat one another with more kindness. We spend so much time on the internet and we sit here and say the internet's not real. Hey, I'm Bleach. Nothing really happened, man. It's just I can't. I'm stuck in a loop where I'm reliving everything that's happened.
Oh boy.
You know, and like I'm being really hard on myself to the point where it's like I'm telling myself that I'm unfit to have a relationship in life. And given I know I'm unfit in the first few months of recovery, but like
Man, you got this.
after the Fed shit, it feels like I'm unfit for life, you know?
Good Lord.
And sometimes people in the cult will even say that. And it's like,
This took a 180, didn't it? Jesus Christ.
Right, what happened to the positivity angle?
Yeah, we're positive and good. I'm going to change society.
You got this, brother. Keep your chin up.
Come on, man. You got this, comedy shaman.
holy shit. Maybe if that's the truth, like, what's the point in all this, you know? What's the fucking point?
What does he mean?
Yeah,
It's just really hard on me. So
Oh, no.
what I'm saying is to treat one another better.
I agree. All right, let's all rally around comedy shaman. He needs our help right now. This is awful. I feel terrible for this guy.
It is interesting when you see people have that level of reaction. Like, I don't think we're particularly mean. I don't know. Maybe he's reacting to other shows or something.
I'm sure.
But like, if you look at this compared to like what radio was in the 90s or anything, like it's pretty mild. You know, like it's I guess the internet can be terrible, but I don't think a lot of the shows in the Dabbleverse are that harsh, and people have really
I
strong.
know the internet is not for everyone, and you know, being on the internet and watching and observing is fine.
Yeah.
As soon as you put yourself out there, and then someone criticizes you, and you're just like, "Oh, well, I didn't realize it was going to be like this." You're like,
Yeah,
"Well, what?"
well, comments can be brutal, and I get why it's jarring. And I've had reactions where you're like,
yeah,
you know, you get 5 comments on something when you've never had any, and you're like, oh my god, everyone thinks I suck.
Mike,
And then you realize
I don't need poop. I mean, I don't know if you know what I'm going through right now.
not even gay.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Finish your thought. Like, yeah, you see 5 people.
Like you think, well, this is 100% of the comments I'm getting.
Yep.
That must mean 100% of the world thinks I'm a bag of shit. And then just like you step outside, you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, and you're like, oh, they don't even know this exists. Like they don't know this is happening. Like it can be, it feels very real to people, but like, don't take it so seriously, man. It's all good.
It's not real life. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but I think Mike and I did a segment on Comedy Shaman because Doom sent us some clips and we played them. I don't think Mike and I thought about this one time until right now. We're like, oh, that's right. Yeah, Comedy Shaman.
I actually got fooled. A guy was in my chat. I think the name was like not Comedy Shaman, but
that is him.
I thought it was
that
like,
is him.
Oh, he commented on one of my videos being like, hey, you guys were really funny covering me or something like that. He seemed like a good sport.
I think that is him. He's in the chat now.
Okay, yeah, he seemed like he was taking away. This can't be just about us. This has to be about something else.
It has to be something about something else. Yeah, I mean, he was talking about getting catfish. Well, let's see. He goes more into how he likes to control the narrative.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too much, man. Like, it's too much. It's too much to fucking watch it for me. Like I hate that exists. I feel like that's all I am. Is just content for you guys. So it's like, well, if I'm going to be content for you guys, I want to try to write as much of the narrative as possible. That's part of why I do this. I just wish you guys understood. Maybe going to therapy, Zol says, maybe going to therapy and rehashing all of it does more harm than good.
Okay, never mind. I
just want you guys.
What's that?
I was just thinking this guy might need therapy, but he's in it, apparently.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to figure it out.
I just want you guys to fucking understand.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people see shows on the Dabbleverse or on the internet or whatever, and they're like, I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy. And then they put themselves out there. You know, Karmic's a great example of this. Karmic was just, chatting and MLC and on Pat Dixon's thing. And then he's like, I could be a guy, right? And he puts up this green screen. He's got his AI stuff going. He's like, hey, look at me. I'm a guy. And everyone's like, hey, look at it. It's Karmic X. He's doing a show now. Then it quickly turns into, look at this loser. And he's bawling his eyes out and getting blackout drunk on the stream. Just like, you got to be prepared for this kind of thing. It's not all that easy for some people.
Well, they say there's a lot of complaints now. Like Mark Maron does this a lot, where he's complained about how there are no gatekeepers and anyone can have a podcast. There are gatekeepers in the sense like an audience is a gatekeeper. Like I think people can watch this and be like, Jesus, man, like get it together. This is not. You don't need to be doing this. All
right. Well, he's being accused of being back on some mind-altering substances, so he has a response to that.
I won't be high tomorrow. No, I'll have sleep tomorrow, motherfucker. I'll have sleep. Dude, have you ever... I'm not gonna fight this. I'm gonna argue with it. I'm gonna I'll start getting my sleep every single night so my eyes don't look like this, okay? Because I'm not whacked out, I'm not fucking tweaking, I'm not geeking, I'm not fucking high. And you'll be able to see that if I can't swear to God on my mother and father's lives because I told you I took extra gabapentin. I swear to God I've not done anything else on my mother and father's lives other than take a couple extra gabapentin in the last 48 hours. I swear to God. It's just the gabapentin.
Okay.
Level up in the gabapentin or whatever.
I got t-shirts available right now. Where are these.com?
We may have zeroed in on the problem here. I've never heard anyone say, well, here's the first step of my self-help routine. I'm going to start sleeping every night.
Yeah, that's
a good start, brother. If you're not already doing that, that might be part of the problem.
That is part of the problem. People are just like, man, you kind of look stoned right now. It's just like, well, I haven't slept in days. I'm not stoned.
No exceptions. I'm going to sleep every night now.
All right. So that's Comedy Shaman. God bless you. Good luck to you. We love you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
You're right.
Let's talk about Kiki. Let's talk about Keanu C. Thompson. Mike sent this over to me. Keanu's not happy with me right now.
No, you were clearly ignoring it. You were afraid, and I wanted you to tackle it head on.
I appreciate that. We also have Woke Dad coming up, so stick around. The Woke Dad clip is one of my favorites of all time.
Oh, good.
I'm just going to say, I saw this earlier in the week, and sometimes I bring Woke Dad to the Drew Lane show. And I purposely did not play this one on the Drew Lane show because I'm like, we have to talk about this on Dabbleverse Live.
Glad to hear that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But let's start with Keanu Thompson. She got very upset with me this week. Let's see what she's talking about.
This little piggy, because they're still doing that. They're still doing the show dedicated to one Aaron Imholt. Because Moody is a big hard-on for him. And what else would he make his charts about? He's not even paid for it. It's bizarre.
Why is that a burn?
I know, as if Keanu's making money hand over fist. Why do you do a show with your mom? Are you making a lot of money on that? What are you talking about? Like, can you believe this guy's doing a show because he enjoys it? Yeah.
It's also the shows make money, and he says, don't worry about it. I'll just come on.
Yeah, Moody is maybe the smartest guy I've ever met in my life. He's fine. He's doing very well for himself.
There's a strange knock on like ambition or wanting to do things, like trying to be creative and going outside your comfort zone. People look at that and they're like, in this world specifically, people seem to look at that and be like, fucking losers. You believe that?
It is odd, and it tells a lot about the person who's saying it. I've never once criticized someone because they're trying to do things that they enjoy or that make them a better person.
Yeah.
Look at this asshole. He's doing a show weekly with his friends. And I watch people watch it and enjoy it. What an idiot.
And this is what I texted Karl about. You are about to get another blatant, bold-faced thing. I would say almost slanderous and defamatory lie from Karl's mouth about me. Okay, we know Chad lies, but you are the. I'm just Karl, and I know everything about comedy. But when my feelings are hurt, then I lie about people. You are Chad. Chad and Karl are the same.
My feelings are hurt.
Can I give Keanu a little note?
Yeah, please.
She had something at the start of that. I think she was on the precipice of a good Karl.
Okay,
I think
interesting.
she had something there and she bailed on it immediately. I was so sad.
Well, Keanu, keep working on it. Mike likes it.
It was a decent impression.
All right, let's get into the heart of the matter here.
Yes, your lies.
Ice dancers here. The way Karl and Moody talked about me made me sick. They're disgusting.
I don't know if that's the real Ice Dancer or not. It's at Ice Dancer _ Maybe it is. But it's a free chat. The way Karl and Moody talked about me made me sick. If that's the real Ice Dancer, I'm the least of your problems as far as people commenting about you on the internet. Are you insane? Barely bring up Ice Dancer.
People have very strange priorities.
Yeah.
It's not a world.
They're f***ing disgusting. This is what they have. It's the only way that they can get blood into their whatever they have going on. Because I would say vagina. Look at them. It's the only way they can get blood flowing.
Yeah.
They're gross. And they're not funny. It's embarrassing. And they need to be shamed for how embarrassing they are. No one's worried.
This is what I like. This is why I find this clip interesting and why I find Keanu kind of interesting. It's like she's a person who has I've seen like break down crying on streams and say, I don't know why you guys fuck with me or whatever. And when she doesn't like someone, she literally said, this is not me twisting it out of context or anything. She's saying, shame these homos.
Yeah.
Shame these queers. Come
Karl
on.
has a vagina and he's not funny.
Come on,
Shame
gang.
them. Yep.
No one's worried. It's like we're worried about Aaron saying something, even though he already went to jail for a week and he's on probation.
Well, then we shouldn't make fun of that guy. Imagine making fun of a guy who was such an awful human being. He had to go to jail for a week.
I had the idea of talking about a podcast, being like, oh, that, so you think his podcast is bad? He's paid his penance. He's been to prison.
Right.
It's well, that's not what they're making fun of him for.
Could you imagine? So Aaron commits revenge porn. He gets charged with it. He then brings on Gino and Keanu to substitute for him while he's on vacation. They get him in more hot water. He ends up going to jail for it.
Yeah.
And this little piggy should have been like, well, that's the end of that. Moving on. He went to jail.
It does sound, and Keanu, I think this kind of represents what a lot of people, I noticed particularly that like dislike like you guys, that like what a lot of them think, I think genuinely is like, hey, Karl makes fun of a lot of people.
Yep.
You put him in prison for a week. You know?
Yeah. Aaron had to go to prison. Why isn't Karl in prison?
Yeah, I just put him in prison for a week, and then he can go back to making fun of people.
I'll be honest with you. If and when I go to jail,
yeah.
I will not be as good at basketball.
Oh,
I was a hockey guy growing up. I always played street hockey and roller hockey. I wouldn't be good at basketball on the court.
You're being humble. I'll interview people there to confirm, but
please do.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
My black friends will tell you. Karl was a trade rock. We picked him last. All right, this is Keanu calling me out for lying.
Oh, right.
Now, here we go.
Oh, she's so excited. I like that Mike goes, oh, right, as if he didn't pull these clips.
I forgot.
Like, oh, yeah. Okay, I forgot about that.
I forgot he's a liar. Let's call him out.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Karl, what you are about to say, I demand an apology, and you can send an edible arrangement and say, I'm sorry for being such a blatant liar like Chad for clicks and likes. And I'm sorry that I lie about you, Keanu, because I am butthurt that I am so insecure with myself and my clubfoot former.
Words. Yeah. He loves it. And I saw a clip where someone brought. All right, well, before I play that, this is funny. So I've mentioned this before. Keanu's a cry bully. And you already brought it up, Mike. The fact that she likes to call me names, she likes to bring things up she thinks will hurt my feelings. They don't. Keep trying. But then if you bring up things to her, like her ex-boyfriend, she literally cries on stream.
Well, right. And
So-
like, listen, if she's emotional about that stuff, that's tough, I imagine. But you can't then go after other people with the same
right
tenacity.
That right there is the problem. So I've never had someone on my show that made me cry.
Right.
I don't get upset about things. She calls me a nervous wreck. She says I cry. I don't. And there's no evidence of this. And then Keanu goes on and goes, yeah, this fucking club-footed douchebag. Look at this fucking loser. You're like, Keanu, if someone brings up Jason Scoop, you fucking bawl your eyes out over it. Like, what are you doing?
No, we're bashing this fag right now.
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, pile up.
Former.
Yeah. He loves it. And I saw a clip where someone brought that up to Keanu, where they're like, yeah, I mean, you're always like worried about women, but you don't give a shit about what your husband does with Kayla. She's like, well, she's a whore, so who cares? Like, right.
Right? Play the clip. I have said time and time again, you try and get Gino Bisconti not to say something, okay?
Okay, so her defense, I have a clip coming up. Her defense is like, hey, my husband who I do a show with, what are you supposed to do? I mean, he's going to say what he's going to say. There's no way I can possibly argue with him or say otherwise. He's just going to say what he's going to say.
She's merely the straight man of their comedy duo.
Mike, if she disagrees with someone slandering another person, someone who, by the way, isn't a public figure, unlike the rest of us, calling Kayla Ricada a whore, there's nothing she can do about it, She's tried. Gino's
also,
Ginoing.
It's also, I'm sure you are lying here like the weasel you are, but
sure.
I will say.
Mike can't even see my face. He's calling me a weasel. Can you guys believe that?
I will say, I think she's overplaying her hand a bit because just as a listener, I'm not listening to that thinking, oh, Karl is directly quoting someone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I've heard, like I just said, I've heard Keanu make fun of people in a way that does seem hypocritical. I don't know what she said about Kayla Ricada, but I know she's been on streams where Gino is calling her a cunt and talking about her kids and all kinds of shit, and Keanu just sits there. So it didn't strike me as a far-fetched thing, and I think the amount she has worked up over it, it's a little like she's got something massive, like I'm going to expose Karl. And it doesn't, I don't think it equates to that, really.
It's more than just exposing me. She might bring me to court.
Right. Oh, that's the other thing I meant to mention.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it always legal speak with these people?
I don't
Why
know.
does it always come to that?
Because people threaten you with things that they would be scared of. And Keanu's no different. Keanu's the same lol cow as all these other idiots. It's why she teamed up with Stuttering John for so long. It's why she teamed up with Aaron Imholt for so long. Aaron Imholt and John both get the courts involved in shit.
Right.
So Keanu's go-to is like, I think this is defamation. Cool, man. All right.
I wouldn't want a lawsuit to be brought on me, but if I'm ever wronged in a customer service incident, I'm not like lawsuit. I'll sue everyone here. It's a weird instinct to be like, I don't like this. I'm going to sue you.
It's embarrassing.
It is a childish instinct.
It's childish and it's embarrassing. But let me play this out first.
Okay. I've said that 100 times. Where is the clip, Karl, that you were watching that I said, well, she's a whore? Karl, you're a fucking liar. You are lying. You are lying to your audience that is way bigger than my audience. I'm not like, I have no, qualms about saying that. You are lying. Play the clip. Your credibility, at least dealing with me, is shot. It's bullshit. You're an insecure little mollusk of a man.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that they're like the only one. She's like, well, your credibility dealing with me. Right. Yeah. You're the most important part of everything that's going on in the world. Main character syndrome.
It just seemed like she overplayed her hand. Like if she just said, like, if she played that clip and was like, by the way, I never said that, Karl. Play the clip if you want. He's lying. I never said that. Like,
right.
Then I'd be like, oh, she's got one on Karl. She's just so serious and angry and threatening litigation.
Well, she texted me. We're going to talk about that. She's going to bring that up. So here is Gino calling Kayla Ricada a whore while Keanu's on the screen pretending to be Nick Ricada. She does that that old thing that Conan O'Brien used to do where he puts the lips in the face.
Yeah.
So here's an example of that.
And I'll say it to your face, she was posing for Aaron because you got her so whacked out on drugs that she needed to distract Aaron, who she, no offense to my friend Aaron, probably didn't even really want to fuck him till she realized I do want to fuck him because my husband doesn't want to me, but she was in too deep. That means two things because she's a whore.
Oh, you're funny. No, you're not.
But you understand, like she posed for it because she was distracting Aaron. So you.
That's the first time he called her whore, which is whatever. Here's the second time in the same video that Gino goes off. And let's see how Keanu handles this because she's so concerned about Kayla Ricada.
Because I said that Kayla posed for the photo. They would like to frame it as if Kayla had no idea the photo was being taken. As if Aaron set up a camera or a hidden camera in like the house or something and took a picture of her while she was changing. That's how they say it was. When I say she posed for it, I mean
This is
came
the pose,
into
baby. Look,
right,
look. This is the pose.
It was like that. Exactly. Right.
That was a pose.
That was the
Only
pose.
she had these hideous tits
Oh
that
my
she
God.
ruined for her husband.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it said Nick under her left tit.
Right.
I can't unsee that because I saw your wife naked.
Oh,
I saw
God.
your stupid wife naked. And again, when Moody's like, oh, he asked it, Gino laughed. Right. I was very uncomfortable. Like, yeah, tattoos aren't bad. You can put whatever spin you want on it, but my poor friend Aaron is out $50 for sending me a picture of Nick's wife.
Oh.
By the way, hi Kayla. Did you have fun babysitting the 5 kids whose brains are ruined while your husband took a refrigerator to f***ing skank? What was it?
Hackamania.
Did you, Kayla? Hi Nick. You f***ing idiot. Look at Nick.
All right, so Gino called Kayla a whore 3 times.
Why is he so angry?
And I know, it's so ridiculous. That was back when they thought that he was going to get a $50 fine for it. They didn't realize he was going to get 8 days in jail. So he calls her a whore all these times, and Keanu goes,
Yeah, and Keanu will say like, I didn't say it, Gino said it, but it is a little like if you shame other people for doing it, and then you're on a show with Gino, he's doing it, and you're like, nice one, baby. Like,
she's giggling and cheerleading. She's cheerleading this behavior right now. So my bad, full retraction. Keanu, you are fucking awesome. And you are so great to Kayla Ricada. You and Gino have been so amazing to this woman who is not in the Dabbleverse, who is not a public figure, who is a mom of 5 children. One of them is a cokehead. Whatever. I get it. I know it's very funny. We have a lot of fun with that. But full retraction, please don't bring your crazy illegal team to me. I can't take it.
And again, I worry I'm defending Karl too much on this. I don't know what's coming over me, but
I know it's not normal.
But again, is anything like Karl and Moody do on that show what we just watched?
No,
they're like, what? Oh, they're these pieces of shit that just go after people. It's like, well, none of it's that. None of it's what Gino just did.
No, Gino was losing his mind over it. He was like, this fucking whore. Nick's wife's just a fucking whore that she's such a fucking horrible mom. Kaz going, hee. Oh, it's hard to get Gino to not talk about things. Have you tried? All right, one more clip. This is where Keanu talks about, you won't believe this. She talks about text messages between the two of us. Can you even fathom that? Go figure.
So I texted Karl. And I have not heard back.
Gee, I wonder why. Keanu, will I ever text you back again? No. You've lost that privilege, retard. I can't believe Karl won't text me back. Why? You go and read my private text messages to anyone who will give you clout. What do you mean?
You should start with, don't read this until I get a chance to talk about it on my show. Just lead with that, maybe.
She's so stupid. She's so dumb.
Do you want to know what I said? This is what I said. And if he doesn't answer me, then I will be filing an HR. I'm going to sue for defamation, slanderous and defamatory. So I texted Karl.
Okay, Keanu, bad news. It costs money. Suing someone costs money, and you have negative money.
I don't know.
Or has negative money.
Or maybe
It's literally Interact. She's like, hey, people think I married Gino, an older guy who's way older than me, because I wanted security and to have someone with money. Well, guess what? Gino's broke. It's like, no, we think you have daddy issues. we know why you did that.
I got him confused with Chad because they're both liars. Friday at 8:25 p.m. I said, please
send the fictitious clip where I said, she's a whore, so who cares? What the are you talking about? You've taken to blatantly lying like Chad now. And if you don't send me an edible arrangement and if you don't do a public apology, then I'm going to put out an HRO. I'm kidding. But you're a loser. I didn't even need to be brought up here. Carl.
It's odd that she goes, Carl has a way bigger audience than I do. And he's a loser. Well, hold on a second. So I'm the same person that you are. I'm a streamer, I'm a podcaster, and I have a way bigger audience. If I'm a loser,
It's just funny to read like this long, angry message and then be like, I didn't respond.
Yeah, I know, right? Can you believe Carl didn't text me back after that? Like, hey, sweetie, good to hear from you.
I texted him screaming at him, and he just ignored it.
Yeah, go figure. 8:30 on a Friday night. Carl didn't want to engage with me. Can you believe that? All right, we got woke dad stuff coming up, but first,
yay, super chats.
Supertip.gg/WATP. Mike hates this shit. I love it. Thank you, Tuki's unpaid staff, for coming in with $5.
Mike, I just want to say, I'm sorry. I thought you were a nobody. Of course, you can make it on Story Wars. I didn't know how widespread the name Blind Mike really was. I'm just some stupid green nobody.
It isn't. That wasn't the point.
Mike, I think you're a huge star. Shut up.
Hey, thanks,
Don't listen to Tuki.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, look at Glenn is here. Glenn the alien. I like Blind Mike, but I like Carl. Plus, I like the show.
Thank you, Glenn. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Glenn. Good to see you here. Labyrinth Mystic with $5.
I bite my tongue on numbers. There's channels I follow here that have 100K plus watchers, never stream live. It's a tier system. Acknowledge where you are on the totem pole. You could be at the base.
Agreed, Labyrinth Mystic. He also says, Quad got John on his show. Did Landon? Just saying. I know, this whole thing is so dumb. Like, why was on Be Dabbling live? Well, okay, well, I did this. Whatever. Who cares? Hacky TSN coming in.
At least when my whore wife gets naked, she gets paid for it. Please sign up for her OF. We need money.
I think she's abandoned the OnlyFans. Tony from Hack the Movies, $5. Spiel Buckman will be on Poltergeist 2 episode of Hack the Movies next week. Yes, he does look a lot like the demon or the whoever plays Satan.
Oh, no.
On Poltergeist 2, I believe was suffering from cancer when he filmed that.
I thought he was serious. I thought he was actually going to be on.
No, I don't think that's true. But, maybe Spielbuckman will be on.
Huh.
was I saying the wrong thing? Never mind, Spielbuckman will be on.
Yeah, he is a freak, Tony. You're right.
Spiel, we love you, buddy. Fan of the show. Hack the Movies will be in Rochester this weekend. He's doing a live show with Lucy Tightbox at Photo City Music Hall, whatever it's called now, as part of the Comedy at the Carlson Comedy Festival.
Nice.
They'll be watching Street Fighter. We'll be watching Street Fighter live with them. I'll be there. Get your tickets. Check out
Very cool.
Hack the Movies and Lucy Tightbox.
Mm-hmm.
Liam, 7531, $5 says, greetings from inside Quadfather's head, where I live now, apparently.
Oh.
Love new tough guy Quad saying, do I stutter like 90s era Joe Pesci? It wasn't the worst line. Natural Negativity, $10. Great show today, guys. Who was it that recommended y'all change from another Dabbleverse show to a show about reporting on ranted sub 100 view Dabbleverse nobodies? I want to direct my hate properly. That would be our buddy Doom. We love Doom.
Good stuff.
And not Comedy Shaman, $2. I'm complaining about other people. You guys are fine. Okay, there you go.
I thought so. Yeah.
I thought so too. And then he comes with another $2, says the catfish is what hurt, not banter. Well, thank you, Comedy Shaman.
Keep your chin up, pal.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Evan from Newfoundland says, thanks, guys. Thanks, Evan. Good to see
you. Thank you,
buddy. Trideca, $13. Keanu sounds like a Waffle House waitress who has spent years honing her upsell for grits. Not exactly sure what that means, but
it did,
I like it.
It was surprisingly like angry and just it seemed like an odd spot to use that level of anger. I thought
she's not a good broadcaster, and the fact she's like Carl's not funny. I'm like, Keanu, I'm waiting for you to be funny. We're looking for that. We're hoping someday. I think maybe he meant honing her upskirt for grits.
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever. It is what it is. AO513, Landon really is awful. He thinks he's creative and clever, but he's just a bore. Yet again, a vocal critic who makes their targets easier to like.
It's strange because you hear they're fighting and they're like, only 30 people watch your show, and then we'll play it and people have opinions on it.
Right. That's a good point.
Someone must be watching.
So there's something going on. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Daniel Adams says, I saw her with no clothes on the internet. I did too. Remember when someone asked John that? He's like, oh, no, I don't look at that stuff. It's like, you jerked off because she was wearing leather pants, John. Of course you saw that.
I would never.
Ludak, 8890 says, you should send her an edible arrangement in the shape of Kiki's butthole. Round? Round edible arrangement? Supertip.gg/WTP. Hey, Mike, did you and Tukey square things out yet?
I think
Obviously not.
I think we'll be all right.
Obviously not. Have you heard the venom Mike's been talking with this whole
pent-up rage for that man?
Yes.
No, I think Monday will be all right.
I hope not. I hope this drags on.
Can't imagine.
I'm rooting for it. All right, let's get into a quick woke dad clip.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop,
making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
If you're not familiar with Woke Dad is a TikToker whose children are either gay or non-binary, and he's very proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's based his TikTok on it. He's always sticking up for marginalized communities, especially the kiddos, as he calls them.
Mm-hmm.
And something happened with a conversation with his kiddo the other day that brought a tear to his eye.
Yeah.
This is a big moment for him.
It's touching. When you hear it, you think, wow.
I have never felt so seen and heard by one of my kids as I just did.
I'm sorry. I hit play, but did you want to set this up a little bit?
No, that's fine. It's touching.
God damn it.
I
hate the way TikTok works. Mike, you go.
All I was going to say is the love and respect a child can have for their father really warms your heart. And when you look at yeah, some families, and I'm guilty of this. Some families never say how they feel to each other. Sometimes you never know how your kid feels about you. So this is really a heartwarming moment.
Felt so seen and heard by one of my kids as I just did. I was talking with my son and we were talking about billionaires, and I was sort of asking him why he thought I didn't really like billionaires. And then I said, well, wait a second. What do you think I would do if I had $1 billion? And he looked at me clear as day, didn't even think a second about it, and said, you wouldn't be a billionaire. And it took me a second to realize what he was talking about, but in that moment,
he means you're an incompetent boob.
It took me less than a second, Daniel.
Dad, you would never be a billionaire. You run a fucking coffee cart. It's a mobile coffee cart.
You don't move it. You don't even drive it anywhere.
Like you barely make enough money to survive. You're living with your girlfriend. It's pathetic. She actually has a real job. She actually brings home money. You're asking, what if I became a billionaire? What do you mean by that? You're going to start the next Amazon? What are you, stupid? You're going to fly a rocket to Mars? Why would you think you'd become a billionaire, Dad?
I like that this kid, even with a childlike wonderment, is like, I'm not going to participate in this ridiculous conversation.
Right. He's like, all right, Dad, you're not going to be. What if I became a billionaire? Right. Okay, Dad. Yeah.
And to be clear, this is not what Daniel is about to launch into. What he has decided his kid means. His kid didn't say any of this.
His kid didn't say any of this. All he said was like, Dad, you would never be a billionaire.
You would never be probably said you could never be a billionaire.
Right.
But none of the kid didn't say, oh, well, if you were a billionaire, the natural way to answer that question would be, if you were a billionaire, you would give all your money to charity, unlike these greedy pigs.
You'd be one of the good ones, right?
Yes, it's not. But listen to how Daniel twisted in his mind.
And be a billionaire. And it took me a second to realize what he was talking about, but in that moment I realized he was saying that he knows that money would go to support community members and to uplift people within my community, so I'd never be a billionaire.
Unbelievable. This fucking guy. And what my son was saying was, Dad, you're an amazing person who's maybe the greatest role model I've ever seen. He didn't say any of that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're not saying I'm a complete failure who you don't really respect their money-making ability. You're saying I'm so generous that it would never be in my bank account long enough to be a billionaire. That's what you mean, yes.
And then he said, Dad, you'd never even be a thousandaire. And I went, that's right, because I give any money that I have to charity immediately.
How would he mean that? Listen, Daniel, let me give you some tough love here. Sometimes people you like and respect don't respect you, okay?
Yes.
And they just say it to your face, and it's shocking at first, but you've got to deal with it, Daniel, okay? What can
Never
I tell
happened.
you?
The money would go to help other people. So, proud dad moment. I'm raising my
Proud
kids.
dad moment. He goes, no, my son didn't say any of this stuff, but how I interpreted it was, he said, I'm an amazing person who would give all the money to charity. And that was a proud dad moment for me. Like, he's literally gaslighting himself.
I'd like to see the reaction of this kid who's like, his dad's like, what do you think I would do with $1 billion? And his kid's like, you'd never be a billionaire. Like, it just slips out and he's like, fuck. I insulted the old man. I hope he's not too hurt. And then he just sees his dad staring off into the distance for a few seconds. He's like, come here, big guy. Give me a hug. Kid's like, oh, geez, I got away with one. All right.
Yeah, he's like Ned Flanders, just seeing the best in everyone all the time. It was just ripping out into his face. He's just like, oh, you're a fine Christian.
Be a billionaire. It would never happen. The money would go to help other people. So, proud dad moment. I'm raising my kids right. I feel so.
He's crying. He's tearing up.
God, these kids.
He goes, God, these kids.
God, these kids.
Shakes his head. I can't. Can I explain something to Dan Alexander who doesn't understand how life fucking works? He's a retard. So some of the most charitable people to ever exist are guys like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and you know, because giving your money to charity immediately means that money ends. Like the amount of money you can make with that money is over. You just give it away to people who are just going to spend it on their own salaries and don't give a fuck about it. But when you reinvest in yourself, because you're really good at stuff, you can accumulate way more wealth and money. And then once you become a billionaire, like Bill Gates, you can start foundations and start these different charitable organizations. I'm not saying Bill Gates is the greatest guy in the world. I know what's going on with him. But my point is this. If this guy understood how economics worked at all, he'd realize that just giving money to charities is the worst way to reinvest money that you eventually want to help other people.
Yeah, the point is, Karl admires everything Bill Gates does, and you
No!
more like that, Daniel.
No. That's not what I'm saying. No, God damn it. You've twisted my words yet again, Mike Geary. I'm going to sue you for defamation. What an idiot.
It's funny. Like, this is a story I believe happened.
Yep.
To the degree that I think his kid was like, you'd never be a billionaire. And it's just interesting to see how that mind works, where he's like, oh, obviously you think I'm great too, just like everyone else.
Dude, this is one of my favorite woke dad videos, and I can't talk about it enough, to be honest with you, because it's so ridiculous.
It's a formula we haven't seen before. Because I've always said, and I'm curious just about pathological liars in general. I'm always curious, is that how they perceive it in their mind? Are they knowingly lying? Like that the concept of that interests me.
Me too. That's why I love narcissists, because narcissists put on this outer layer because they deep down don't feel like they belong, have a ton of insecurity.
Right.
And so they put out this like thing where they're like, oh, I'm crushing it and I'm way better than everyone else. And I think it's the same with pathological liars. Like Dan was just like, yeah, that's what he meant. And he believes it. He convinces himself.
This is one where we don't have to do any thinking. We don't have to.
Right.
Where did he lie here? It's like you see what happened. He heard what he wanted to hear and what this kid was saying.
Roy says Karl is on the flight logs, isn't he? Toe Gunner says Heberger Island. All right, I said the wrong thing today.
Karl is not on the Epstein files. He just admires the men who are.
Yeah, correct.
Be more like them.
He was just looking for a guy to invest in his charity. He didn't know that he was diddling children on an island.
They're good guys.
How could he know? God damn it. I stink at this. All right. Laverne Mystic coming in with another $6.47.
Hey, Kiki, to take on Carl, let's do some money.
Hang on, Dick Tickle. That's my thing. There's a lot of stealing going on in the Dabbleverse. It's super gay.
Let's do some money. I don't know if you heard the segment we did on Steel Toe recently, but he literally said, all right, let's do some money.
I just listened to the one you uploaded, but I don't know if it was, I don't think it was that one.
Yeah, it's the one we did this morning. It's so thorough, Joe Burrow's clip, which is phenomenal.
I'll have to check it out.
My buddy Doug from Who's Right texted me an image, like a new logo for Steel Toe. It's got the boot on there. It says, let's do some money. It's phenomenal.
There was part of the clip I didn't include of Steel Toe was, I guess there's some of the chats I'm called fake Steel Toe.
Okay.
Like goes in other people's chats and says things. And Aaron goes, hey, fake Steel Toe, if you wouldn't mind, could you change your name or logo? Because like some people think it's me.
Oh no, what a retard.
And it's like, Aaron, that's
Aaron.
obviously.
Aaron. What an idiot. AO513, Landon opinions based on bedabbling appearance. Chelino says, just laugh at the super chats, Carl, you condescending D-bag. Ha ha.
Seems harsh.
AO513, the kid has no idea what community means. And Zepter96 became a new member. Thank you very much, Zepter96. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. We went long today, but thank you so much for being here on Dabbleverse Live. So much to cover. We have a voicemail.
This is for Karl and Mike. It's Jim from 30 miles south of me from Flint and 10 miles west of Carl's friend Drew Lane. With WATS over, I'm asking about the status of my personalized jingle that I had come in. They definitely weren't loud but obnoxious. If I don't get one soon, I'll have to contemplate legal actions via Mr. Benedict Esquire. Mike, hope you're back on KMS in January. Carl, welcome back to the Magic Bag this fall. Don't call me back. I'm going to be hanging out with producer Chris, whether he wants me to or not.
Do you remember our personalized jingles that we had for everyone who gave us, what was it, $10 or more? I don't remember how much you had to.
It got to be so many.
I have 2 pages of them. I'll remind you. Here's Reels coming in, or Ryan.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat from Reels. Whether it's shit being weighed or shit on the bed sheets these days, you are a breath of fresh air for the Dabbleverse.
So long. They go on forever. And I told Doug who made this, I'm like, they can't be 20 seconds long. It's too much.
They could be 1 second. Just
1 second would be great. Yeah. Just say the name and move on. That was a fun era of Who Are These Socials. If you want to know more about what Mike is up to, of course, you can go to blindmike.net.
Yes, we're a humble little corner of the internet, and if you're there, I appreciate you, no matter what you think of me. So watch the Blind Mike Project Sundays at 10 a.m.
I feel like your self-esteem is in the gutter right now.
Oh, he beat me down. A friend turned on me. It's
damn it.
But so I'll soldier on regardless. I'll try and battle through it. Sunday, Craig and I will be going through all the news of the week, as well as a couple fun things. Like I found Dane Cook had a music career. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Dane Cook attempted music, I guess. So we'll be breaking that down. All kinds of fun stuff on. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
So Sunday at 10 a.m. Check that out. And BTH Mondays at 8. Oh, I've got a couple things. Dane Cook may have inspired something, so there may be a watch along happening. I'm going to talk to Craig about it, but we'll see. Keep an eye on that if you're a Patreon or YouTube member, and check out Who Are These Podcasts as well.
Yeah, Who Are These Podcasts is a show that I do twice a week. Listen to it wherever you get podcasts. Just hit subscribe. It's free to listen to every Thursday and Sunday that comes out. And if you want to support us beyond that, patreon.com/Who Are These Podcasts. 2 bonus shows every single month, and the whole back catalog of all the bonus shows we ever did, where we go through Stuttering John's book. We're doing the Living in the Past with Stuttering John series. Mike and I are doing a series where we do crossover shows looking at Julia Fox's autobiography, which is fascinating. We got to get back on that. It's fantastic.
Yes.
So we appreciate that support. Daniel Adams, $2 says, the creep off changed Carl Bill Gates. I know. I'm sorry. You're right. I don't know why I brought up Bill Gates. I should be shamed.
One of the good ones.
Hellraiser says, see you this weekend, Carl. Yeah, I'll see you this weekend. I'll be at Ryan Long on Saturday night. I've not seen him perform stand up before. I'm excited about that.
He's very funny.
He's very funny. Mike, a little behind the scenes. Ryan Long has done WATP. We did a live show together down in Tampa in 2020. I haven't texted with him in many, many years. He's coming to Rochester. I texted him. He got right back to me. It's like, oh shit. No kidding.
Unbelievable.
So I'll be reconnecting with my buddy Ryan Long. Looking forward
Crazy
to
of you to do that. It's delusional of you.
that wild? I know.
Try and do that. Yeah.
Imagine thinking that a guy like Ryan Long would actually want to talk to a loser like me, Mike.
You should be humiliated. That's kind of like Stuttering John for you to do that.
Daniel Adams, $2. Love you, Mike. F you, Carl. Love you, Mike. F you, Carl. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I read that completely wrong. Love you, Mike. F you, Carl. Makes way more sense. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun, Mike. Great job today. Sorry I kept you late.
You as well, pal.
All right. I think we sign off.
Well, there you go. There's your Dabbleverse news.